Yo, it's Brian here. What's up, y'all? The draft is coming up really soon. 7:45, pretty much on time. That's not too bad at all. But yeah, wearing glasses, I know, right? It's a little bit annoying, but that's all I got right now. Let's see. All right, there you go. Anybody coming in to this chat, please do so. You guys are really welcome to come in. All right, looking at the Panther stuff. I don't even know why I'm looking at Panther stuff, but hey, it is what it is. I am from Charlotte, North Carolina. And yeah, oh, we got somebody joining in. Hello, whoever that is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Draft is coming up. About 15 more minutes. Let's see. Cam Newton. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The Panthers going through so many changes. Quarterback, offensive line. Greg Olson's not there anymore. Actually, he is in Seattle right now. That's going to be an interesting matchup when we do play them twice this year, if we can play football. But I'm pretty sure we can. And it's Teddy Bridgewater. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on. I am just not in the mood right now. I don't know. I'm waiting for the 49ers to make their pick. They might even trade down this glare. I'm sorry if the glare's in the way. I should have gotten like anti-transitions. There you go. All right. Let's see what top prospects I think. Man, I wish I was in San Francisco sometime so I can watch the 49ers stuff instead of the Panthers stuff. But hey, I do like me some Panthers somewhat. We'll have to see them win a Super Bowl one day, although I did watch them in 2015. I thought they were going to beat the Broncos, and that didn't happen at all. I was pretty disappointed. It was not going well for the Panthers, and ever since then they never recovered from that. I think they made the playoffs only one time in 2017. Other than that, they never reached the same success as they did in 2015. They were just a one-year wonder team. And hopefully the 49ers, since they lost the Super Bowl in 54, hopefully they do not fall victim to the Super Bowl hangover like them and the LA Rams. All right, let's see. Who is that? Is that Shaq Thompson? I don't know. Well, yeah, this is what a virtual draft thing, whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty much virtually streaming this. I guess I'm already ahead of the game from all the NFL personnel, but the difference is that at least they have a chance to really do this. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just being a loser right now, right? All right, participants. Let's see. Anybody else? Anybody? Oh, what am I doing? Let me get my phone real quick. This should last me through the day. Let me send a message to everybody on the interwebs. Live streaming. I'm live streaming right now. Come on. Nobody want to join? Nobody wants to join? Somebody wants to join. I know someone wants to join along with this. I'm just being a loser now. Come on, people, join. La 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 la. Oh yeah, we can share right here. Let me see. Let me share it. Main channel. Just doing some live streaming. Anybody? Playlist. Oh no, let's go to the community tab. Let's post this onto interwebs. Live stream link below. There we go. All right. Hopefully people stay tuned to this. I really want to watch the draft. Want to watch it with you guys. Why is this? Why is it private? Oh my gosh. Why is this private? There you go. I should be public now with everybody. Is everybody here? Is anybody here yet? You want to say hello? I am definitely here, kind of. All right. I'm live right now, right here, right now. Come on. Get into it right now. There we go. Okay, I should be officially live right now on my YouTube channel. Trying to see anybody here. Welcome to my channel, everybody. I finally put this on public. This whole time for the past 5 minutes, I was just live streaming by myself because I had the video on private. I didn't know you'd have to do it publicly before anything else. So welcome you guys. I'm here talking about Panthers football for whatever reason, but hey, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, so I have to watch whatever the Carolina Panthers have on their local media. Looking at Teddy Bridgewater as the quarterback for the Panthers now, that is pretty bizarre. Hello, 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 hello. All right, yo, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? If you have any questions or comments, you can try to ask me, but I don't know. I'm not the football expert, right? If I was a football expert, I'd be an executive right now. I always make the joke about being a coach in the NFL. Why not just be an executive? I like to talk about draft and stuff. I might as well just follow John Lynch's shoes and just be an executive. But, that's not for me. I can't be stressed out all the time. I need to cut my hair a little bit. Well, whatever. Just going all over random places right now. Yeah, just being a random guy. All right, come on. How long is the draft? We got about 8 minutes, and then Roger Goodell's going to be announcing his picks in a man cave, whatever it was. I saw on Twitter. I don't really go on social media that much. I know, right? For like a 24-year-old kid that doesn't go on social media, that's kind of weird. But I'm not really the type of social media guy. You don't really see me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I mean, I do have those handles. I do use them occasionally, mostly for promotion, but I'm not really the guy to really post my personal life. I don't know. I just really never had a need for it, to be honest with you. Oh, Chris P. Bacon. Oh, Australian. Oh, wow. You're watching this in Australia. What time is it over there right now? Must be like, I'm assuming like, what, 9, 10 a.m. in Australia, I'm assuming. I don't know. Come on. Sports director. But yeah, what you guys have any predictions for the draft? Who are we going to draft with the 13th overall pick? Actually, Lynch was thinking about trading the 13th pick down and then maybe drafting somebody with the 31st overall pick. I'm not sure yet. That's just rumors. Anything can happen. Also, Marquise Goodwin, he is another rumored guy to get traded. Maybe the Philadelphia Eagles. Actually, they tried with them with Dante Pettis. They didn't want him, so Pettis will be with us in San Francisco, well, probably for the season, but Goodwin's going to be probably traded most likely. I'm not sure. I predicted nobody was going to get traded on draft day, but maybe they could get some nice compensation, maybe a fourth rounder, I would say, for him. I mean, I think that's a nice little compensation considering the fact he's still kind of young. He has a lot of speed. He's one of the fastest guys in the NFL. So if a team can utilize him correctly, then I think it's a big steal if you can get him for a fourth rounder for both the 49ers and whoever wants to take him for that. Oh, 6 p.m. Do you think John Lynch would trade back the 13th? No, well, actually, there's been some rumors, but I don't think so. I think they picked somebody. Actually, a lot of you guys were talking about wide receiver. We might not need to take one with the 13th overall pick because there's so much talent within this whole draft pool class. It's one of the most talented receivers class in a long time. So you might be able to get away with not drafting one in the first round. Maybe you can, if they do trade back, which they probably will, they can get somebody later on with maybe a second or third round or whatever trade that they implement later on. But I kind of agree with that. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm a big fan of Henry Ruggs. I've always been a fan of his for the past couple of weeks now in this draft. I think in terms of speed, he's the guy that Goodwin was supposed to be, but unfortunately Goodwin had a lot of injury issues and he had a lot of stuff going on in his personal life. And also he's not just one of those Ted Ginn guys that just runs and then can't catch the ball. He actually can catch the ball and be effective with the run routes, as not as crispy as his teammate Jerry Jeudy. I know a lot of you guys have been really talking to me about his name, but hey, you guys know what I'm talking about. But Ruggs, I think he's the best raw talent receiver that there is in the draft, and I'm pretty sure Shanahan and Wes Welker can use his talents really well for this whole 49ers season if they do draft him 13th overall. Other picks, Justin Jefferson, LSU. I mentioned him like maybe once or twice. He's a dark horse pick for the 49ers if they do draft a receiver with the 13th overall pick. But you know what? Looking at it, my final picks are probably Henry Ruggs or Javon Kinlaw from South Carolina. I think those are the two top picks, in my opinion, that the 49ers could be looking into. Also, CeeDee Lamb, there's been a lot of big rumors about him maybe coming to San Francisco, but really it just depends on what the teams are going to be doing ahead of them. The 12th, 11th, 10th, Jets, Raiders, whatever receivers they take, most likely, even maybe in the early rounds. Let me look at the whole draft order right now. I don't know exactly, but I mean, obviously the Bengals, they're going to be taking Joe Burrow for the most part, unless the Miami Dolphins, they offer a big ransom note like the Redskins did with the Rams a couple of years ago for RG3. I don't see that happening. I think the Dolphins should stick to their guns. They have 3 first-rounders, which is ridiculous, and hopefully they make use of it. Actually, the Raiders, I know a lot of you guys aren't Raider fans, but I think they've done a great job with their picks in the first round. I think what was it, Abram? He was okay. Josh Jacobs, he was the big surprise for Oakland. I know I'm talking about the Raiders, but I got to give them some credit for making the use of their draft picks when they traded Khalil Mack, Amari Cooper. It's working out so far. And actually, you look at it with the Oakland Raiders, you what is it? Cooper, he's not really doing well in Dallas anymore. He's really inconsistent. He's really weak. I mean, we saw that with Stephon Gilmore versus him, Patriots and Cowboys. He did not play well in that game. Also, Khalil Mack, he's a great talent, but at the same time, he doesn't have that consistent motor that you want every single time. So I really believe the Raiders long term, they won the trade. Wow, that is crazy to think about that, because last year we were like, oh, the Raiders, man, John Gruden, he's tanking the season. He's not doing anything. And sure, they haven't been winning yet, but I think they can win for the next couple of years. That's really sucky to say, but in Las Vegas, we'll see if the gamblers, they are big fans of that. Hey, Las Vegas, that's where the draft was supposed to be, but that's not happening anytime soon. Brian, Anthony Vale, what's up? Do you think we will get Ruggs? I think so, but it depends if anybody drafts him ahead of him. If not, then somebody's going to take him right after. I'd say maybe the Buccaneers. I think they have the pick after us, and then the Denver Broncos. They're very interested in him as well. So he'll be long gone if we don't pick him with 13th overall, or he might be gone in the first place. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I would show you some footage of the Panthers stuff on TV, but you know what? Copyright. I always want to show footage to you guys about players, highlights, and everything like that, but I just don't want any copyright strikes by the NFL. I did some testing about a year or two ago, and they would let me post it. They would take it down, so I'm not really into posting videos about highlights stuff. I don't know how other people get it. It's kind of weird. Maybe fair use policy, but I don't want to take the risk with that. So that's why you see me with pictures. I know that's kind of lazy, but at the same time, that's all I can show you is pictures. And that's my big explanation. A lot of people still ask me this question about why I don't have videos. They haven't. Also, I showed you guys NFL films. I try to use 49er footage, and they wouldn't let me because I'm not a quote-unquote media guy with Fox, NBC, the big newscasters guys. And to be honest with me, I don't really want to be one of those guys, because I feel like they can kind of control what you say, kind of like control your content. YouTube to some extent, because you can't really say a lot of crazy stuff. You can't get political or whatever. I don't really care about that. But I think it's a little bit more free than being on NBC or Fox or something like that, where you had to have a big public image. You have to be very careful in what you do. Here on YouTube, it's a little bit more relaxing. I can pick whatever topics I want. You guys can pick whatever topics you want, and it's easy for me to interact with you guys. So that's why I kind of like YouTube as a home. Hopefully, I'd like to expand my website. I said I was going to have some articles out talking about draft busts, draft picks from Trent Baalke and what have you, but I never got a chance to do that. So maybe I can do that during the summer when NFL season's dying down a little bit. But after this, we have another event coming up, which is the schedule release. Oh my gosh, who knew the schedule release was going to be a big extravagant again for the past couple of years now? Last year was a great one. I'm glad the 49ers, they had a nice schedule going on for them for the most part. At that time, actually, they didn't have any primetime games, but they had got quite a bit actually in 2019 with I think the game against the Packers. That was a pretty good game, well, for the 49ers, for the Packers. But I'm expecting the schedule release to have at least 5 primetime games, probably 2 NBC games, 2 ESPN games, assuming that we can play in San Francisco. That's a big question mark right there. Let's see. Let me see. What are your emotions if we get rid of the 13th pick? I don't know. It depends. I mean, they better get some good compensation if you want to trade down the 13th overall pick. I'm pretty sure you can, because it's a pretty high draft pick. Not super high, but not super low. Not like the 20th pick or something. So if they can get a nice little ransom pick or trade whatever, then I believe that I'd be fine with that. But I don't think they're going to trade down the 13th pick. I think they're going to keep that pick and draft somebody then, and then 31st overall, they can trade down that pick. But if they feel like they can get more competition with that first pick that we got, then I believe they can trade that down and get some more picks. But, it's up to whatever John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan wants for their whole little draft process. Chase Young and Nick Bosa, J.R. Meadows. What's up, man? You've been commenting on my stuff, so appreciate that. Let me see who else is there. Chris Bacon, Roberto, Eric Esqueda. I'm sorry, I'm so bad with names. You guys know that by now. El Prada. Who else is on this? Robert Smith, Diego Manzano. I'm so bad with names. Oh my God, the draft war room. Let me see. Where are the 49ers? Where's Mr. Kyle Shanahan, Mr. John Lynch? Man, this is actually kind of a cool event. Actually, I kind of like it how it's kind of virtual. I know I kind of don't like the whole live interaction fan audience thing. Not because I hate people, it's just because I don't know. I think it's a little too overblown. It's kind of a crapshoot sometimes. But I think just having it virtually, having Roger Goodell not depicted by himself, I think that's pretty cool. To be honest with you, and see what the players they can actually stay home and not feel pressure to go to New York, and if their names don't get called like a Warren Sapp or who is it like who else got passed over for a couple of times. Ben Roethlisberger, those guys, they got picked pretty later than they thought they were going to pick, and they had to stay in the green room. That's pretty torturous, I would say, if I'm a top prospect. And to be honest with you, if I was a top prospect coming into the draft and they invite me to New York, I would just turn it down and just have a cookout at home and just have it at my couch, to be honest with you. I think that's the best approach if you're an NFL prospect. But if you like to go to New York, if you know you're the top overall pick like Joe Burrow this year and Chase Young, then yeah, you can go to New York. But if you're uncertain of where you're going to go based on your agent's accounts or whatever, then I would stay home, to be honest with you. But it's the players' opinions, and they can do whatever. Diego Manzano, is that how you say it? Mm, I think that's how you say it, right? 12 gauge punk is CT in the house. Nice, nice, nice. All right, come on, come on. What's with this emotional stuff, please, please? Oh, there you go. Aaron Rodgers, he got passed over a couple times. He even got passed over by the 49ers. And that's a really good what if. What if Aaron Rodgers was drafted #1 overall by the 49ers? That would have been interesting to say the least. But I don't know if Aaron Rodgers would have the same career as he did with Alex Smith. I mean, talented, of course, one of the most talented quarterbacks probably in NFL history if you talk about just talent alone. But I don't know. That's a pretty good, interesting what if I could probably do in my article or maybe a future video. That's a nice idea right there. But Alex Smith, I mean, he did okay. I mean, you gotta remember when Alex Smith was in San Francisco, he had so many offensive coordinator changes, coaching changes. It was just hard to stay consistent as much as possible, and the team wasn't really that good. But when Jim Harbaugh came, he did a really good job as much as he could. 2011, he had a great year. 2012, he was going off to a great year, and then he got injured, and Colin Kaepernick took over for the rest of the way, and he never became starter for the 49ers ever again. And that's another good what if. What if Alex Smith was coming back to the 49ers after his injury in 2012? Would he have led us to the Super Bowl that year? Kaepernick did. And also, I mean, the championship game, Kaepernick did lead us to a comeback against the Atlanta Falcons. I know, right? Atlanta Falcons choking all the time in the playoff game, but he did lead us to that Super Bowl and had a nice comeback against Atlanta. He had a dominant game against the Packers. So Alex Smith, I'm not sure if he would do that. I'm pretty sure he could do really well, but I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about that. Do you think Alex Smith would have been great for the 49ers for the next couple of years that year, or did they make the right move with Colin Kaepernick? And depends what you think about Kaepernick. I don't really care about the political stance or whatever, but oh man, it was pretty disastrous after 2013, 2014. It was just up and down. 2015, that was not a good year with Jim Tom Sewell. Chip Kelly didn't really work out. So after that, he never played in the NFL ever again. And teams did give him an opportunity. What was it, 2019 last year? And he kind of made a joke out of it, to be honest with you, which is not good at all. Whatever you think about his political stance, whatever you think about the national anthem thing, I thought that was just wrong to do it to those teams that took an opportunity to drive to Atlanta, whatever it was. I think the Falcons facility, and to dupe him like that, I think that's wrong right there. So. Who did we pick? We didn't pick anybody yet, Mr. Ray Ray. The draft hasn't even started yet. The #1 overall pick hasn't been drafted yet, which is Joe Burrow, I'm assuming. All right, let's see. Nothing going on. It's on ESPN right now. ABC. My turn up. Let me turn up closed captions. I can't really hear the audio that much. Bronxville, New York. I don't even know where that's at. To be honest. What is that? New York City? I think that's where it's going to be. All right. I'm gonna hear a little bit what he has to say. Okay. Oh, they're talking about the whole pandemic going on. It does suck that this is still rampant in North Carolina. I think we're going to be uplifting our restrictions very soon. I think the stay-at-home order from Governor Cooper is going to be staying until May 8th, and then after that, they're going to start gradually opening some stuff up. Again, I heard parks, maybe some small gathering areas are going to be opening up, and then after that, hopefully we can gradually, for the next couple of months, open everything back up. And I think that's the way to go. California, if you guys are from California, I don't know what is going on there. I heard there's going to be no public gatherings until 2021. That might be a little bit of a stretch, maybe, but I mean, there's a lot of people in California, so you kind of have to really take that into account as well. North Carolina, we don't have as many people. It is growing. It is a growing state, but we don't have as many people as the city of Hollywood, I guess you want to call it. Why don't you live in Robert Smith? Why don't you live in Charlotte? I do live in Charlotte. Is it why don't you live in Charlotte? Or why don't you like Charlotte? That's it. I mean, Charlotte. It's nice over here. I should do a vlog one day talking about Charlotte. Okay. I gotta hear what he's saying. It's kind of difficult to hear. Sorry guys, I'm just watching what Goodell has to say about this whole pandemic going on.
Thank you.
Mhm.
To perform the national anthem, we welcome from his home.
Oh wow, we gotta perform the national anthem on television virtually. That's pretty cool. Mm. Let me keep it quiet a little bit. Mhm. 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 Hmm. There we go. All right. Draft's coming up. What, couple minutes from now? Hopefully they do it real quick. Hopefully there's no technical difficulties with the NFL teams. They said they might give a little bit of a leeway if there is actual technical difficulties, but I mean we live in 2020. They have plans, months, weeks to plan this whole thing out by now. So I don't expect anything too crazy. But hey, technology could be weird, and anything can happen, right? Robert Smith. Do I live in Charlotte? Yes, I do. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, right now, and where else have I lived? I lived in Raleigh, North Carolina as well for a year or two to go to school there. I lived in California, actually, Orange County for 2 years when I was young. So I do have a little bit of California in me, but I mean, I was really young back then. But still, I still live in California. Ric Flair country, yay. Woo. Betty Boom, what's up? Yo, Brian, what's up? Are you draft time? Are you ready? Of course I'm ready. I am ready for this to start. I do not want these commercial breaks anymore. I know the NFL has to make their money, but at the same time, we just want to get this over with and see what the 49ers and who is coming to the team this year in the first round for day one. And then I'm assuming they're going to have some picks day two, day three. I think that's going to be the interesting part to see what kind of low draft picks that Lynch takes advantage of. I think they're going to work out really well. This is a very important draft for Lynch because right now the team is really good, but they want to cement their championship contendership for the next couple of years. They have to get this draft right. It's not as pivotal as the last year in 2019 where they absolutely had to get it right before Lynch and Shanahan was about to be on the hot seat. But luckily for them, 2019 was a gangbusters year for them. They did a great job drafting everybody. Then everybody pretty much contributed in 2019. I expect 2020 to be the same thing. And hopefully they don't get complacent like other regimes usually do when they get good, is just to get kind of lazy. Hopefully the 49ers are taking this seriously because they need to avenge that Super Bowl loss. It's hard to get to the Super Bowl in the first place, but losing the Super Bowl, man, it is just, what is it, balloon popping. It's just it's a terrible feeling when you lose the Super Bowl. So hopefully the 49ers, they are motivated by this because some teams they can get broken and heartbroken quickly after losing the Super Bowl. But I mean, the thing with the 49ers is they were so close to winning the Super Bowl. It wasn't like one of those Seattle Denver games where Denver just absolutely did not have a chance to win the game where it was 43-8. The 49ers were up 10 points and they got a little too complacent. They got too happy when Patrick Mahomes threw those 2 interceptions. After that, I was like, it's not over yet. And well, it was over for us and we ended up losing it pretty badly by 11 points, which is very disappointing. And I don't know why I'm still talking about this. It's like heartbroken when I hear that whole Super Bowl 54 from other people. It's like, luckily I haven't gotten any 28-3 jokes like Atlanta. I haven't gotten any 20-10 jokes usually in San Francisco this year. We just know that Patrick Mahomes made a nice comeback. I don't know. I would have given the Super Bowl MVP to him. I probably would have given it to Damian Williams, the running back. But, he's the quarterback, so they just give quarterbacks MVPs for whatever reason. All right, let's see. Just commercial right now. Oh, come on. Betty Boop, we need a defensive tackle. Yes, we do. We do need a defensive tackle, I believe. I mean, we have some nice depth guys like Jones and Thomas. Solomon Thomas, I don't think he's a starter quality guy where you can have him all 3 downs, even when playing on the inside. I believe if the 49ers want to draft somebody in the first round, a defensive tackle would be a great option, in my opinion. But that's just me. So losing to Forrest Buckner, that is big, but at the same time, you can use maybe his pick, the 13th overall pick, to trade down even more picks. But you know what? I expect somebody to pick somebody 13th overall, so that's going to take another, I'd say, an hour until we draft somebody, unless they go crazy and trade up to get somebody. But I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Damian Williams. I know, right? I wish. Actually, if you're watching this right now, it's Super Bowl 54. Who would have won the MVP for the 49ers if they would have won? I'd actually say Deebo Samuel. I think Samuel, early on, he was really the energy jumpstart man for the offensive side of the ball. I believe he would have won MVP had the 49ers won the Super Bowl, in my opinion. So, let me see. There you go. There you go. But yeah, I would pick Deebo Samuel to win MVP Super Bowl had it happened, and that probably would have been the first time the rookie would have won Super Bowl MVP. I've never seen a rookie in the Super Bowl at all win MVP, but that would have been a nice first timer right there. Robert Smith, I would agree with that. But Jimmy Garoppolo, I still think he has some things to work on. I think too many people are going too crazy about his Super Bowl performance. I feel like he's getting very unfairly criticized, not because I'm a Niner fan, but just in general. I feel like he just takes a lot of crap for whatever reason. I don't know what the hate is with him. I mean, was he because he was with pretty boy Tom Brady in New England? Maybe that's the reason, but he's a playmaker. I think 2020 we'll find out that he's the man that he was in the second half of the season where he has to do a little bit of carrying. I mean, the defense is going to be dominant, but I think with the whole season under his belt, he's going to be the guy that can make that big growth. I think he's going to have like a Russell Wilson type career. The way the trajectory is going, I mean, to have a great defense but be a great quarterback as well. I mean, Wilson's a great quarterback too, but now he has to carry the team pretty much because his defense is not as good as it was with Legion of Boom. Offensively, he has I don't know. I mean, he has talent, but at the same time, his offensive line sucks for the most part. So I think Jimmy G, he can get to that point in the next couple of years, be that top guy that can make all those comebacks and always gives you a fighting chance to win football games. And he did that for us this year in 2019, where we were down sometimes. We had some very neck-and-neck games, and for the most part, he did make comebacks and he made plays for us to win games. I mean, most of our losses were just by one play. Atlanta, Julio Jones touchdown. Baltimore, last kick by Justin Tucker. Seattle, I forgot who the kicker was in Seattle, but last second right there in overtime. I mean, we've had some very close losses. The Super Bowl, we could have won that Super Bowl. So really, we could have had a Miami Dolphins undefeated season if we had some plays go in our right way. If we didn't make some mental errors. I believe the 49ers, they could have went undefeated, to be honest with you. I think some of you guys were joking around 2019 last year, was like, oh, we can go undefeated and win the Super Bowl. And boy, they could have done that, really, if they wanted to. But 13-3 Super Bowl appearance, I can't be too disappointed at all, considering that we were pretty much trashed for the last almost decade, ever since Jim Harbaugh got unceremoniously fired by the 49ers. But now we look like we're in great shape, and I think they're doing great. All right, let's see what's going on. Draft. Okay. Let me see. The hugs? Oh, at least Roger Goodell doesn't have to get booed this year. At least he's just talking on TV by himself without fans going crazy on him. Oh, I thought that was WWE for a second. Oh my gosh, is that who was that from Miami? That guy was hugging Goodell like crazy. Maybe they can get their hug when this whole thing is over, hopefully. But whatever. Oh, another good question. When players get drafted, do they just get the jerseys at home? I guess they don't get any jerseys until they get to the team facility because usually when the player gets drafted, as you all know, they always get like the Roger Goodell hug and then he gives them the jersey. But I wonder how they're going to do it this year. They're probably not going to do anything since I mean you have to be a good predictor on everybody getting drafted from picks 1 through 32, but that's not going to happen. Don't underestimate Arizona. Of course, yeah, I wouldn't underestimate Arizona. You look at the NFC West, Seattle, they're very good. San Francisco, I think they're good. Arizona, they're going to be a big surprise. Los Angeles, how do you guys feel about LA? I'm not really sold on them. I was never sold on them, to be honest with you. I mean, they had that one good year in 2018, but they bought their way into free agency, and so far, a lot of players they have to go. They do have to get rid of some contracts. They did release a couple of players. I think they traded Brandon Cooks to the Texans, but Bill O'Brien likes to trade everybody. So I feel like if Marquise Goodwin is going to get traded, they should trade him to the Houston Texans. I mean, they can probably get a second rounder for him because he's like that. He hasn't been executing trades to the best of his ability as general manager. And yeah, there you have it right there. I mean, that's the example of a coach that should not be a general manager, not be making trades. Him and Chip Kelly are almost similarly alike. They're pretty good coaches. They can get you to the playoffs into a wild card divisional round, but when you give them power in terms of the front office, doesn't really work out, and we're seeing it right now. But it's too early to tell. Maybe Bill O'Brien's a big genius, and we're all dummies. We don't know anything about football, but I feel like Bill O'Brien's making the wrong moves. And I mean, if you want to trade Deandre Hopkins, that's one thing, but you better trade him for a nice compensation. They only got like a second rounder and David Johnson, which was a pretty disappointing trade off, if I do say so for myself. As one of the top receivers in the NFL, only a second rounder and a player that's almost done it in the NFL, that's been injured for the past couple of years. It's whatever. The Bengals are on the clock. Come on, just do the pick is in. I mean, we all know it's going to be Joe Burrow unless the Dolphins do some weird ransom trade to trade up to get Burrow because I know Stephen Ross, I think that's the owner of the Dolphins. He's about 80 years old, which I saw in an article, which is wow. I mean, he wants to win now as much as possible, try to win the Super Bowl. But unfortunately for him, the Dolphins they are probably not going to win the Super Bowl anytime soon. I don't know if they're going to be as good. I mean, the Patriots they might be a little bit vulnerable because Tom Brady is not there anymore, but they still have Bill Belichick. They probably had their first round quarterback this year, Jordan Love. I think that's going to be the guy that might be drafted to New England. Maybe Justin Herbert. They trade up to get him. They might be getting really aggressive to find a quarterback. I don't know. There's a lot of things that the Patriots can do in terms of the quarterback position. And Belichick, he looked like he was right. In hindsight, sure they won Super Bowl in Super Bowl 53, but they could have had Jimmy G for the next 10 or 15 years had Belichick got what he wanted and got rid of Brady a couple years ago. I think in 2016, 2017, and Jimmy G would have been the starter for New England. I think he would have been really well in New England, like he is so far in San Francisco. Will they win a Super Bowl in New England? I probably think so. I mean, Belichick, he'll get the best out of any player. To be honest with you, you see him what he's done for the past almost 2 decades now. He's been an effective coach. Sure, he might have some scandals going on with him, but that doesn't take the fact that he is still one of the great coaches in the NFL and that doesn't take away anything in my opinion. I think the Patriots are still going to be good. Are they going to be like 15-1 or 14-2? Probably not, but I think they can go maybe 10-6 or even 11-5 and probably maybe win the division. But the Bills are really good this year, and they've been good for the past couple of years. Sean McDermott, former Panthers defensive coordinator, he's done a really good job building that team to what they were. Brandon Beane, also from Carolina, as an assistant general manager for them, he's done a great job building this team as well. So they have a really bright future coming in. Desmond Howard, I remember Desmond Howard. Actually, I never watched him play that much because I wasn't born. I don't even think I was born for that Super Bowl run that they had against New England, Super Bowl 31. I know, right? I've missed a lot of Super Bowls when all the time. I think the first Super Bowl I ever watched was the Bears and Colts in 2006, where Devin Hester had that first touchdown, and then the Colts just wiped them out later on. So yeah, I know, right? I'm not an old man yet, but there's Joe Burrow with his parents. Oh, that's sweet right there. All right, let's see. Number one best available prospect. Yeah, Chase Young. Oh, that's a good question as well. I think one of you guys had that question. Chase Young and Nick Bosa. That's a pretty tough question. I mean, I think Nick is better than Joey. We've seen that so far right now in the NFL. They could be teammates really soon, but if you talk about brother versus brother, I mean, Nick, I mean, he's been able to stay healthy. He's been dominant for the most part for us, for the 49ers. Joey, he's been dominant for the Chargers as well, but he just can't stay healthy. I think that's the big problem with him. Chase Young, I haven't done a lot of research on him as much as I did with Nick last year because Nick, I mean, we pretty much knew he was going to come to San Francisco. Or actually, that was a big of a surprise because at first he was supposed to go to Arizona and be their top man, but they hired Cliff Kingsbury. They got rid of Josh Rosen. They drafted Kyler Murray. I think that was a great move for them and a great move for us that we got Nick, ended up getting Nick, and hopefully the 49ers, they made the right, not the 49ers, but the Cardinals, they made the right move in getting Murray. It's way too early to tell. Only 1 year so far. Maybe next year Kyler Murray might get figured out eventually, but I think they're going to do really well on offense because they have DeAndre Hopkins. That's a very dynamic play. They still have Larry Fitzgerald. He's still going to be playing there. So they still have a long way to go. Oh, there's Joe Burrow, one of the top prospects in this year's draft, probably the consensus number one overall pick. What if they draft Tua? That would be so crazy if they did. But Tua, that's a that's an interesting case for Alabama. I'm not a big fan of Alabama quarterbacks going to the NFL. Not that I hate Tua, but it's just there's just something weird about Alabama quarterbacks coming to the NFL. I mean, when was the last great Alabama quarterback? Maybe Joe Namath with the Jets, but that was a long, long time ago. So, I mean, if you're going to draft Tua, if you're any team like the Chargers or the Jaguars or anything like that, be cautious when you draft him. And plus, his injury history, it might be just a nothing because Nick Bosa, I mean, he had an injury history coming into San Francisco, but he's ended up proving to be fine. But at the same time, injury is a thing over there. Kent Stabler, I didn't know he played for Alabama. That's kind of crazy. They already welcome Joe Burrow. Yeah, they probably, yeah, he's there. Arizona play Joe Niners. Arizona play hella hard and lost both times. They may be a new threat. Yeah, they were already a threat. I mean, the second game in San Francisco, I knew that was gonna be a kind of a close game, but the one in Thursday Night Football against them in Arizona, I was really surprised. I didn't think that Arizona was gonna give the Niners a good game, but they ended up giving us a good game. I mean, it took a Cliff Kingsbury fourth down. I think that what it was in the first half for us to win the game, but at the same time that they're a really tough team. I expect them to be really good for the next couple of years. And Kingsbury, he's been a big surprise to me. I was not a big Cliff Kingsbury fan uh, when he came to Arizona because he was a college coach with no winning history at all. I mean, he was 35-40 at Texas Tech. I mean, he did coach some great quarterbacks so far in the NFL. I mean, he coached Patrick Mahomes. That's credit for something. Baker Mayfield, he's something as well. I mean, he has potential, but to have no winning record at college and to be drafted or to get signed by an NFL team as a head coach, that's just insane right there. But so far, Arizona looking like making the right moves. All those Bengal fans. Yeah, they're a tortured fan base too. The Bengals. I mean, hey, the 49ers, we beat them twice in the Super Bowl with Joe Montana making comebacks for both games. That's crazy right there. But Zach Taylor, how do I feel? Okay, there you go. Joe Burrow, come on, just say Joe Burrow, then we're all gonna be happy campers if that happens. Everybody else, what's up? What's up? David Carroll's almost like USC quarterbacks. That is actually true, David. USC quarterbacks haven't worked out. I think Matt Leinart and Mark Sanchez, they come into mind. Benny Boom, Larry won't be in the NFL much longer. Yeah, I think he knows that. I think Larry only has like maybe a year or two left, and more for the next year or two. It's gonna be more mentorship. And now they got DeAndre Hopkins, so he is kind of there to be the big brother for the Cardinals, and he's done a great job. And he's the ultimate professional. Nobody hates on this guy. I mean, whether you're a Cardinal fan, not anybody in the NFC West. I mean, you can't hate Larry Fitzgerald. Nobody can hate this man because he's just he looks like a kind man. I don't never met him in real life, but he seems like he has the right mindset. He hasn't, he's not a drama queen like Odell Beckham and Antonio Brown. He's not nothing like that. And speaking of that, Antonio Brown, man, we haven't mentioned him at all. Actually, I wanted to trade up. I wanted to trade him a first rounder last year to get him, not the second overall pick in 2019, but last year I wanted to give up a first rounder for Antonio Brown. That's crazy. But at the same time, we didn't know all the drama, the crazy stuff that he was going in the offseason before he went to New England. So you kind of have to give me a break right there, people. But yeah, Antonio, I mean, still a talented receiver. I still think he can play in the NFL, but he needs to get his life together, and hopefully he is. Hopefully he is doing as much as he can to get back into normal society and just be a normal man, I guess you want to call it, because he's been wowing everybody ever since last year. But he's not really a concern right now. Let me see. Staley back for one more year. Yes, he will. Tommy Huxley, what's up, man? What's up? There's talk that Staley isn't coming back. Dude is also 36. Yeah, offensive tackle. I wouldn't be surprised. Let me see. Oh, I thought they were going to throw a curveball like draft Chase Young or something, but I mean that's not a surprise at all. Congrats, Joe Burrow. I watched a little bit of tape of him. Actually, most of his staff, coaching staff, is in Carolina right now. Matt Rule, the former head coach of Baylor, he hired a lot of people from LSU, his school, to be assistant coaches for the Panthers, which is a big risk if you're David Tepper and the Carolina Panthers, to draft everybody from college or to hire everybody from college to brand new starts. So they're going to be bad for the next couple of years. And hopefully, Panther fans, if you are a Panther fan watching a Niner video or you just know me personally, yeah, be braceful for the Panthers. They're not going to be good for the next couple of years. And it's okay. I mean, the 49ers, we weren't good for the past couple of years either. Kyle Shanahan, I mean, we had some potential, but we were, what, 6-10 with Jimmy Garoppolo's arrival, and then we were 4-12 without Jimmy Garoppolo. So, you're going to have some growing pains if you're a new regime. But hey, you can have success like the 49ers and make it to the Super Bowl in your third year, your very first good year. So that's very impressive there. I mean, NFL, the good thing about it is there's ultimate parity. You can be very good one year and then just suck the next year, or you can suck the next year and be very good the next year. That's what I love about the NFL. No, not so much in the NBA. There's not really a lot of parity. I mean, if LeBron James went to the Charlotte Hornets, I think we would be instant NBA championship contenders. I don't think we would win it, but we would be contenders instantly. And the NFL, it's really hard to do that. Even with Tom Brady going to Tampa Bay, I don't know. Do you guys think the Buccaneers are Super Bowl contenders? Maybe, maybe not. I know they're playoff contenders. It's pretty easy to make the playoffs now with 7 teams going to the playoffs this year, starting in 2020. But can they make it to the Super Bowl? I don't know. Pretty difficult question there. Washington's on the clock. Yes, they are, Mr. Benny Boom. Yes, you are. You've been very active, so appreciate it. Appreciate it. Go Card Marts. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, I got 12 people in this conversation. Maybe one day I'll have like a million people watching some NFL draft follow up right here. I'm pretty sure you guys have your televisions on because I'm kind of paying attention to the draft, but I kind of am not because I'm waiting for the 49ers draft pick. But hey, I mean, some of these picks are pretty obvious. Chase Young's probably going to go number 2 overall to Washington. Ron Rivera's there. I mean, I met him one time actually in at a local grocery store a couple of years ago when he first started as a head coach for the Panthers. So I might post a picture of that in a Instagram story or something like that because it was pretty interesting meeting him. He was pretty cool. Let's see. Who is that? Oh, Ryan Day. Oh, that's Ohio State. I was watching the draft because his boy Chase Young's about to get drafted. Mr. Joe Burrow. Okay, he has a tough task of trying to carry the Cincinnati Bengals to a championship or at least the playoffs. That's going to be not the easiest task because the Bengals, I mean, hopefully Zach Taylor, an assistant under Sean McVay, hopefully he could do some work, but it's going to be pretty difficult, in my opinion, to carry the Bengals. And Mike Brown, he's one of the cheapest owners in the NFL. Nobody ever talks about him. We talk about Daniel Snyder or Jerry Jones, but nobody ever talks about Brown from Cincinnati. I think he's one of the worst owners in the NFL, and he just doesn't give a damn, to be honest with you. David Paul. Oh, wow. Mr. Joe Burrow. Okay. Well, luckily we paid the Bengals already, so we're not going to be worried about him for the next 10 years or next 4 years, whatever it is for the NFC AFC rotation. So that's good right there. Okay, hurry up. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I just want to get these picks over with because we have a long way to go into the number 13th overall pick. Last year at this time, it would have been Nick Bosa by now, and I would have ended the video right here. But since we have the 31st overall pick as well, I'm going to be probably staying up all night to watch it with you guys. And I'll probably have a video out talking about our first round picks or pick coming into the 49ers tomorrow morning around maybe 10 a.m. Eastern time. I know that's a little bit early for you guys if you are in California. Are you guys from California? I've seen some of you guys from Australia on the East Coast as well, but I don't see a lot of you guys from California. If you are, then let me know. Let me know. Ruggs at 13. Yes, that's probably going to be the guy if he's not taken by the Raiders. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, come on. This is fun and boring time at the same time. I mean, it is. I do kind of miss the fans, but at the same time, it's kind of interesting to see it the old-fashioned way. No, I'm from New Jersey East Coast. Oh, there you go. Go kart. What was that? Sacramento. Nice. Is Sacramento a fun city? I heard it doesn't get really good. My family in California, they don't really like Sacramento. I don't know. Um, why they keep saying Sacramento's not fun, but I've never been personally. I've only been to San Jose, San Francisco, the Bay Area, but I've never been up north to Sacramento. And I lived in Orange County near Los Angeles, not in Los Angeles, but near there. 15 minutes from Disneyland, actually. Kirk Hope Street. Chase Young, number 1 prospect. Okay. Oh, isn't Todd McShay out for this whole draft period because he got the sickness? That sucks right there. It's affecting everybody, and it's not going to get any better. I don't think anytime soon. This whole pandemic going on around the world. Hopefully it does, but it's going to be pretty difficult. Actually, if you didn't know, if you're following this whole pandemic thing pretty daily, Sweden, if you don't know, as a country, they didn't do anything. They actually just made it normal lives like it was before. Everybody's doing their social thing. You could social gather with a lot of people. You could do whatever you want with during this time. And if you go there, it's pretty much acting like nothing happened at all. Not unlike here, where like you have to stay at home pretty much essentially. So they're trying to herd immunity thing going on right now for them. Is it working? I'm not sure yet, but in a couple of years we'll find out which one was the right effective way to handle this whole thing going on right now with the world. And this Joe Burrow, 740. Is he an Ohio local guy? I think he is actually. So he can stay home in Cincinnati. Let me see. Oh, there you go, Modesto, California. Nice. Rush is likely to be Ted Ginn Jr. or Tyreek Hill to be as Tyreek Hill 2.0. Yeah, I mean, Kansas City, everyone was talking about don't give him Henry Ruggs the third. That would be crazy because they would have so many speedy guys. They'll have Travis Kelce to worry with. I think I'm hoping for a Super Bowl rematch. I want to play the Chiefs again in the Super Bowl because I know they could win. I know they could have won that Super Bowl. I know they could beat them again if we had to play him again. I know Kyle Shanahan won't be going too crazy. He won't have an ego because I feel like he had an ego in that Super Bowl. He wanted to play hero ball essentially with Jimmy Garoppolo and ended up didn't working out. So I'm hoping for a rematch and hopefully we do get it next year, but it's going to be difficult with everything going on. And I don't even know if we can play at home in San Francisco this year. All right, the pick is in. Come on, man. What is with this analyst talk? I just want Roger to announce this pick. Oh, all right. Tomorrow's going to be the second round, but it's 7 o'clock p.m. So I don't know if I can follow that as much. I have to work that morning, unfortunately. So I don't know if I'll be able to watch it. Ruggs is trade up Lynch. Desmond Howard. Oh, Mr. Howard. It's Chase Young. Yeah, it's going to be Chase Young. I mean, it can't be anybody else unless it's going to be another quarterback. I heard they were rumored to get a quarterback, but they already drafted Dwayne Haskins. That'd be another Arizona Cardinals situation. There you go. There you go. Oh, top 3 picks usually. No surprises. I think the Lions are the number 3 right now in this. Detroit. I think they're looking for that offensive tackle, Jeff Abulia. I can't say his name. Abula, whatever. Starts with an O. I think that's going to be the next guy on the clock unless there's going to be a trade. Joe Burrow and Chase Young teammates at Ohio State in 2017. Wow, that is crazy right there. That is a small world we live in right now. But Chase Young, I expect him to be a pretty good prospect or a pretty good player in the NFL. They have a pretty good talented defensive line. I think who they got? They got somebody from Alabama. I forgot who it was exactly, but they have a Montez Sweat. He's not from Alabama, but I think from Mississippi State. He's a great player for them in Washington so far. I think it was his rookie year, so I expect Washington's defensive line to be good. We actually got to play him this year in 2020 again because of the NFC East. There you go, number three. The Detroit Lions. Their picks almost in. They only got a couple minutes. I think you only have like 9 minutes to make a pick in the first round. It used to be a long time before a couple years ago, but now it's very short, which is a good thing because why these teams taking so long to make picks is beyond me. Unless they want to do some trading, I think that's the only reason why the picks would be taking a long time is to negotiate something. But whatever. Okay, that is some nice power. Hey, I still like Nick Bosa. I'm sorry, Mr. Young, but I would take Nick Bosa any day of the week. And I think he's going to be Defensive Player of the Year next year. A lot of people want to pick Aaron Donald, but I'm going to be picking my man, Nick Bosa. Let's see what's going on, Matt. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Joe Niners trade up Lynch, Benny Boom. It's Chase Young. Yep, Imagine Lynch trading to number 2 and getting Chase Young. That'd be crazy, but hey, you could probably get Joey Bosa next year, maybe. I have no problem trading both picks. The draft is packed with great players. Yeah, that is true. I think this is a pretty good draft class. I hope it's not like 2013. 2013 was absolutely like one of the worst draft classes in my life that I've ever seen. Let me pop up the picks for you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys can pop it up by now too, but I'm gonna be looking at 2013 NFL draft. This is one of the worst draft class I've ever seen in my lifetime. All right, let's see. Let's go to my Wikipedia. I don't know if that's a legit source, but I'm considered it as a legit source. Player selection. All right, you guys ready to hear this? If you're watching this 2013 NFL draft, number 1 pick Eric Fisher. Not too bad. He won a Super Bowl recently. Luke Joeckel, Jacksonville Jaguars. Terrible pick. Miami Dolphins, Deion Jordan. Terrible pick. Philadelphia Eagles, Lane Johnson. Actually, a great pick. He's done a great job for Philadelphia. Detroit Lions, Ezekiel Ansah. I think he's with Seattle right now, but he hasn't really done anything crazy because he's had a lot of injury history. He's a great player when healthy, but a little injury prone. Cleveland Browns, Barkevius Mingo, nothing too special there. Arizona Cardinals, Jonathan Cooper, nothing special there as well. Tavon Austin, St. Louis Rams, nothing special there. Chance Warmack, Tennessee Titans, I think he's with the Chargers now. Not too crazy. San Diego Chargers, DJ Fluker, not too crazy. It's just not a great draft class. 2013. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. Who did we pick that year? I don't even think we had a first round pick that year. Let me see. Did we? That was the year we made it to the Super Bowl. I don't believe we had one. We traded it with the Dallas Cowboys. They drafted Travis Frederick. He's a great player, but he just recently retired. So yeah, this was a terrible draft class, to be honest with you. The most stacked class that I've seen in a long time was probably 2011. 2011 was a very, very dominant draft class. That was one with Cam Newton. We drafted Aldon Smith. Probably would have been one of the great defensive players in the NFL, but he had some trouble going on with his career, so unfortunately that didn't work out. He's with the Cowboys now, so good luck to him and Big D for him. Cam Newton, Von Miller, Marcel Darius. This is 2011. AJ Green, Patrick Peterson, Julio Jones, Aldon Smith. Wow, top 7 picked, all Pro Bowlers. Jake Locker, that was pretty much a bust. Tyron Smith, all Pro offensive lineman. Blaine Gabbert. I mean, look at his top 10 picks. 8 of them were Pro Bowlers. That is just insane right there. And it could be future Hall of Famers maybe in the next couple of years after they all retire. Who else was in this draft class? You got Cam Jordan. He was a great player as well. Who else? Mike Pouncey for the Dolphins, pretty good. Robert Quinn, he's been bouncing around, but he's good as well. Ryan Kerrigan, not too bad as well. Mark Ingram, he's finally getting his career started. He's one of those guys that took a couple years to really get going in the NFL, but now he's really taken off. He had a great couple years in New Orleans his last couple years, and then Baltimore, he was just flourishing with Lamar Jackson, so he did great in Baltimore. Interesting. Jeff, there you go. Cornerback. Oh, he's a cornerback. I'm an idiot. I thought he was an offensive lineman, but apparently he's one of the best quarterbacks in this draft. I think C.J. Henderson is one of the rumored guys for us in San Francisco if they do draft a cornerback, whatever pick that they have. At least Chase won't be in the NFC West. Yeah, that is true right there. That is true. Who else? Hopefully the heat will kill the sickness. Yes, I hope so too. I really hope so. I want this thing to be over with, but I don't think it'll be over until we have a vaccine next year. So it's gonna be a while until this thing gets completely back to normal. But I'm pretty sure some states are going to start reopening their borders, their economy really, really soon. Not instantly, but gradually. I think that's the best way to do it. In my opinion, is just open it gradually. Don't go too crazy and open everything up quickly because you don't want to have a second wave of sickness and then people go back to the hospital and they can't really handle it. And that's pretty much the big reason why we have all these stay-at-home orders is because we don't want people to get sick as often and we don't want people to overwhelm the hospital. That's the reason why we have all these rules going in right now. But hopefully it's all over soon. I think that's all we want. We want our football. We want our sports back. We want everything back to normal as much as possible. And hopefully for anybody that runs a business, whatever, like a physical business, brick and mortar store, hopefully you guys do have a lot of savings coming up if you do own a business, because I think a lot of businesses now learn to have a savings account. Airlines, they better have a savings account as well because, well, they did a lot of stock buybacks and that did not work out as well. How did we get from football all the way to airlines? That's crazy right there, but whatever. Okay, yeah, congratulations, young man. You did a great job. New York Giants, are they gonna throw a swerve and draft Daniel Jones again? Actually, Daniel Jones is actually okay. He's okay, but we play him this year too. Number 4 pick. Number 4 pick. Miami. Number 5 pick. Number 6 Chargers. So a lot of quarterbacks going to be probably taken after Joe Burrow. I'm assuming Justin Herbert and Tua. Those are the top 2 picks coming in later on. Ryan Day, Ohio State. I know he's proud of his guys taking over for Urban Meyer. Hey, he just did the John Cena "You Can't See Me." He literally just like "You Can't See Me," huh? Cool, man. Cool, cool. Some of you guys, okay, some of you guys are still here, so thank you guys for staying tuned for the past almost hour now. That is very impressive for you guys to hear me yap around football and just other things outside of football. That is great for you. I thank you guys so much. Let me see. Who else? That is true. That is true. Why I keep saying that all the time. Okay. We have like what? How many picks left? We have about 10 more picks before the 49ers pick 13th overall, and even then they could trade that pick down. So, it's gonna be a long journey, but hope you guys do stay tuned. I do need to get some uh beverages, but I don't have any beverages on me right now. Actually, I said I was gonna get a drink of water in my early video today, but I have nothing with me right now. I'm not a big alcohol guy. I don't drink a lot of alcohol. If I was gonna drink alcohol, I was gonna drink the hard stuff like Hennessy and something like that. I'm not gonna drink beer. I'm not a big beer guy. Wine, I don't like wine that much, so you might as well go with the 40% alcohol and Hennessy, right? Gotta pop sometimes. But I'm not gonna take a shot in this video. I don't even have any on me right now. And plus, the ABC store in North Carolina, it can only be one person at a time, which is ridiculous, and it's an essential business apparently, which is ridiculous as well. Let me see. Orlando Pace. I didn't even know he was in Ohio State. We have the AFC and NFC East this year. Uh, on our schedule, a little tougher than last year. Who do we have in the NFC East? The Cowboys, Redskins, Giants, Eagles. That should be a nice lineup. AFC East, the Bills. I think they're going to be a tough team to play right there. That might be a game we can actually lose, but I think we can win every game as much as possible, like this year. But I don't know if we're going to be going 13-3 like we did this year. I think we caught a lot of teams surprised. I don't know if they're going to be a surprise this year, but I think this team is very talented. They're very well coached. I expect them to go at least 11-5, 12-4 coming into the season. But you have to get the number 1 seed in order to have a bye week. That's going to be a very essential thing now because the number 2 seed no longer has a bye week. They have to play in the wild card game with the other teams in the tournament style matchup. Commercial break right now. I haven't heard a lot of 49er fans. What are you guys expecting out of the draft? They keep talking about receivers, but Chiefs Kingdom, what's up, man? I hate you because you're the Chiefs fan, but hey, it's whatever. You guys beat us in the Super Bowl, so you guys deserve a lot of credit. Let me see. They keep talking about receivers, but actually, Chiefs Kingdom, the receivers did okay because Emmanuel Sanders was there. I thought the veteran presence was there, but now we had nobody essentially in terms of consistent receiver. The only guy that we have is Deebo Samuel. Other than that, we just don't have anybody that can be that top other receiver guy, number 2 receiver consistently, and that's the big problem. I think that's why that you've been hearing anything about the 49ers. We've been having to need a receiver, and that's the big reason right there. If Emmanuel Sanders was still there in San Francisco, then I believe it wouldn't be as big of a need. But since he's not there anymore, he's in New Orleans now. I think that's why we really need one as much as possible. Plus, you look at it in 2019 before we got Sanders in a trade with Denver, we weren't doing really well. Jimmy Garoppolo kind of had to wing it sometimes with inexperienced receivers because at that time Deebo was only in his first couple of games in the NFL. Other receivers, they were dropping balls like crazy. He had to rely on the running game and a great defense. But when Sanders got here to San Francisco, I thought that was the biggest difference for us in terms of the whole offense. The offense changed completely. Some of you guys think that Sanders got a little bit old, but at the same time, a lot of defenses, you had to respect him no matter what because he's a top receiver in terms of veteran and just his quote-unquote swag. I hate using that word, but he had swag. He was able to free up plays for everybody else like Deebo, the running game, and George Kittle. I thought he was a big difference maker, and I'm going to miss him definitely in San Francisco. So really, I mean, you look at his time in San Francisco, he was not great just on the field. I mean, you couldn't use him all the time because he was getting up there in age, and plus he never had a bye week in the regular season. He played all 16, 17 games all year long because he missed both bye weeks for the Broncos and 49ers, but he was a big difference maker. I think we're going to miss him quite a bit, not just for his playability, not his just ability on the field, but his mentorship for the young receivers. So I do miss him in San Francisco. Chiefs Kingdom, what about replacing Buckner? That's a good option. I think Javon Kinlaw would be the man I would pick for us. Derek Brown, he's an option as well, but I believe he's going to be gone by then. I'm from Santa Cruz. Oh, nice. Well, nice. Santa Cruz, that's wonderful. But yeah, I'm still upset that we lost to you guys in the Super Bowl. That's it does still hurt a little bit, but I hope we have a rematch with you guys. All right, come on, come on, come on. I know this is gonna be a long drive for you guys. It's been almost an hour now since I've been live streaming. I can't believe I've just been talking all along and not having any breaks. That's insane right there. But it's coming soon. All right, commercials so far for us right now. Um, uh, if you guys have any questions about me, you can ask below. I'll definitely answer them to the best of my ability. So if you have a question, I may have an answer. I love when people do that to me. When I say that I have a question. You ever go to school and they're like, raise your hand, like yes, you have a question. It's like yes, and then the teacher's like, I may have an answer. I don't know. I'm being an idiot. It's been a while since I've been in school. Uh, the mystery spot is in Santa Cruz. Mahomes was the best player on the field. Of course, he is. Quarterback, talented guy. Andy Reid. I mean, you got to give him a lot of credit for what he did with Mahomes. I mean, a lot of people. I hate when people say they should, like the Bears and them. They should have drafted Patrick Mahomes with the number 2, number 3 pick in 2017. But I think if he went to another team, I don't know if he had had as much success as he has with Andy Reid. Reid is just awesome with quarterbacks. You've seen his history with Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb. Brett Favre when he was the assistant coach for Green Bay. He's had a ton of success with quarterbacks, and Mahomes is no different. When they drafted him, when they traded up with I think Houston to take him number 10 overall, I was like, he's going to be a good quarterback. Just give him a year. Let me to start of the next year, and he'll be a fantastic All-Pro quarterback. And boy, has he been surprising everybody in the NFL in terms of being Super Bowl MVP now and league MVP as well. So gotta give a lot of credit to Reid and what he's done for Patrick, and I think he's a great quarterback and he's a top quarterback in the NFL. So yeah, good for Reed, but the dude is a professional loser. That is true, Mozart. He was a loser, but now he's a winner. So it took him a long time, but he finally got his first Super Bowl ring, and proud of him. I do. I'm a big Andy Reid fan, and if anything happened to Kyle Shanahan, hoping nothing happens to him. If Andy Reid's available, love to have Andy Reid any day of the week. Let's see New York. Let's see what's going on.
With the fourth pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Andrew Thomas.
Andrew Thomas. I didn't even hear his name at all coming in. Maybe he was a top prospect, but I think he was in one of the mock drafts for the 49ers, but I'm assuming a lot of teams need a lot of offensive tackles, so um, not surprising. But the 49ers, if they do draft a tackle, I would not be surprised at all. But looking like I think they're going to be drafting a wide receiver. I really think they're going to draft a receiver. That's just me. It's just my gut feeling on what they're going to do. Miami's up next. Andrew Thomas from Georgia. Congratulations. I need to go to Georgia sometimes, but Georgia's been hit really hard with this whole outbreak going on right now. Let's see. Good for you, but let's see. It really hurts. I'm a Baltimore Orioles fan, so have some pity on me. I don't watch any baseball, so if you guys talking about baseball, I don't even know what's going on, even before this whole thing was happening. I think the only thing I've been hearing was the Houston Astros cheating, which is terrible. I mean, sign stealing, that is not good at all. When I first heard about this, I was like, what's the big deal about it? And then I look deeper into it. I'm like, wow, man, they know what's going on before the pitch even starts. I'm like, maybe I could play baseball too if I knew the signs and everything that the other team was doing. So, it is a terrible thing, and people are talking about this versus steroids. And yeah, I would probably agree sign stealing is worse than steroids because at least steroids you still had to hit the ball, you still had to anticipate what was going on. Not recommended to do, but at the same time, you still had to have some skill with steroids. But with sign stealing, you can just do whatever you want, and you'll win a championship like the Astros. And yeah, their legacy's been tarnished, and I can't wait to see in baseball season. I don't watch baseball that much, but to go see the Astros play away, and particularly the New York Yankees, where they got cheated as well, and the Dodgers, where they just absolutely boom out of the town, maybe throw some stuff at them. It's terrible, and it's not good look for baseball. Baseball has a lot of cheating scandals going on. NFL, NBA, they might have some going on, but MLB is one of the worst in terms of cheating. They've had a long history, even probably before PEDs in the PED era. They just had a lot of cheating things, and I think that's part of the reason why people are turned off with MLB. NFL is the pastime in America, and for good reason as well. Sure, we've had like Spygate or Deflategate or something like that, but we haven't had players go crazy with anabolic steroids, madness or I guess the Patriots with videotaping thing, but we didn't take it as seriously like this whole sign stealing thing going on right now. Let me see, just Mahomes is an assassin with the Rock. Yes, I would pick right here. Determines the next couple of picks. Their prediction for Miami, I probably think they're gonna draft Tua. I think Tua is the next guy going up. I mean, they tanked for him for a reason, so they better draft him. But they have to make sure that his health is okay. They want to make sure they get this right because actually, if you don't know, in 2006, Drew Brees was supposed to go to this team, but the Dolphins doctors got a little bit spoofed about his shoulder injury and his surgery, so he went to New Orleans, and boy, that was history. Miami was still looking for a quarterback to this day. They haven't found one. They did find Ryan Tannehill, but he hadn't had a lot of success in Miami. He's having a lot of success in Tennessee now, but in Miami, he was just struggling because the team wasn't the best right now. That is Mr. Brian Flores. We do have to play him this year, too, the Dolphins. We got a couple minutes left. They know who they're picking, but he's relaxed with his kids, so he knows what's going on. Mr. Tua, he is right there chilling right now. I think he knows he's going to get picked unless there's going to be like a crazy swerve. But the Dolphins, they have 3 first-round picks, which is just insane. Let's see. All right. Come on. 30 minutes left, or we're waiting for this. OT is smart. Thomas will probably be there for a long time. That's a useful pick. Kansas City's going to lose all their receivers, so they will have to draft him next year because Justin Herbert or Justin Herbert over Tua. Justin Herbert, I've heard a lot about him. I didn't watch any tape of him. I watched some Tua, some promise, but I heard Herbert was really good as well. I think he wanted to come out last year in 2019, but he decided to stay back for the last college football season. Might have worked out really well. Chris Greer, the general manager for the Dolphins. Yeah, he made your pick. Even the kids know the draft pick before us. It's crazy right there, right? If this is a big success, actually, I hope to keep this whole virtual drafting. It looks kind of interesting. Maybe they can get the executives and coaches together in a war room, but I think they might get away with not having a fan or a crowd going on later on. Pro Football Hall of Famers. Oh my God, they drafted Bob Greasy and Dan Marino in the first round, so they've had success. Ryan Tannehill, not so much, but you can't hit home every time, right? Okay, come on, pick Roger Goodell. Please announce Tua Tagovailoa or might be Justin Herbert, but I think it's gonna be Tua. Carolina's number 7 overall. I'll be excited to see what's going on there. Okay, Desmond, you don't have to board me all day. Don't board me all day. I'm just playing. But I do want to see who get drafted. Oh, yeah, it's getting late right now. In Charlotte, it's about 9 o'clock. It's almost 9 o'clock Eastern time. I'm pretty sure it's 9 o'clock for some of you guys. I think one of you guys was from New Jersey, so it's getting a little bit late, but still kind of early, right? Okay, come on. Up there, Mr. Flores is making the call to whoever it is, but we'll find out very, very soon who it is. Who is Kirk talking about? Who is he? Which player is he talking about? The pick is in. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see who they're gonna pick. I'm assuming Tua. Wow, he really butchered that name like no other, man. He said his name and then he paused for like a couple of seconds. That was kind of awkward, but yeah, that's not really a big surprise right there. Tua, he's a left-hander. Wow, he threw from his right to his left. That is pretty impressive. There, I cannot. Can any of you guys throw with your left hand? Any of you guys left-handed? I cannot throw with my left hand. I can only throw with my right hand. Left hand will be like so inaccurate. It's a little bit awkward motion, but right hand's a little bit more natural for me. But there you go, Tua Tagovailoa going to Miami. They tanked for Tua, and they finally got him. Well, they tanked like for the first half of the season, and then decided to become competitive, which actually worked out because they still got their man uh, coming in this year. Well, let's see. The biggest concern for him definitely is Alabama quarterbacks in general and his health. I think those are the two big concerns if you're the Miami Dolphins. But I'm hoping that they give him a good team because the Dolphins, they've been suffering for a long time as well. But a lot of teams have been suffering too. The Chargers are next. You want to talk about an unlucky team? The Chargers are the most unlucky team I've ever seen in my life, man. They always have injury problems. They just have some bad luck, bad like miracle plays going on in them. They always choke as well. We talk about the Atlanta Falcons or whatever, but you want to talk about the Chargers. The Chargers are big time chokers as well, but nobody talks about them because they're in Los Angeles. I mean, who's an LA Chargers fan? Essentially nobody. I mean, you didn't even talk about people in LA. They're probably Raider fans, to be honest with you. I've heard more people who are Raider fans in LA than any other team like the Rams or the Chargers, which is really disappointing, especially the Chargers. I don't even know why they moved to Los Angeles in the first place. I thought that was pretty a dirty move. Like that's a bad move, and it's just weird. Wow, what is that? What is that, my good sir? You have a lot of draft caps. You probably he has all those. There you go. They have all the hats for all the players. When they get drafted, they'll pick the right hat for the team. That's pretty cool right there. I guess that's the only way you can tell who's going to get drafted. Wow, good luck, Mr. Glass. Yeah, he is. He does have an injury history, so good luck there. Uh, LOL, true. No Charger fans in California. Was there even fans in San Diego? I mean, I know they had some fans in San Diego, but to be honest with you, they should have moved to like San Antonio or something. I think they would have had a bigger fan base in San Antonio than in LA because I mean the Rams are there. If you want to just compare those two teams, the Rams should have more fans than the Chargers, and the Rams are kind of decent. The Chargers, they can be good when they don't choke, but it was just a mistake for them to go to Los Angeles in the first place. And I think almost a decade from now, they're going to want to get out of LA and go somewhere else because they have no fans, or if they do have fans, then it's going to be the other team because you've seen some of their games. Man, they get flooded with other teams. I mean, the 49ers and Chargers, we weren't even that good in 2018 when Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. And we still had a lot of fans come out to Los Angeles. And the Rams game last year, you saw the LA Coliseum. It was filled with 49er fans. It was just insane. I don't know how that happens, but yeah, 49er fans, we travel really well. A couple of games I remember 2014 against the Cowboys week 1. That was a sea of 49er fans as well. And Jerry World of all places. So you guys travel really well. That's really cool. All right, Tua Tagovailoa. That's good. So a lot of quarterbacks being taken. It's gonna be interesting to see which one will pan out well because there's always gonna be that draft bust that happens in the NFL draft in terms of a lot of quarterbacks getting drafted. Let's recap. Bengals number 1, Joe Burrow. Number 2, Chase Young. I mean, a lot of these guys that did mock drafts, they're pretty accurate for the most part. Jeff Okuda, cornerback from Ohio State. Andrew Thomas, Giants. People thought they were going to trade down, pick Tua, Miami, LA Chargers. We don't know yet. The Panthers, we don't know yet. We'll figure it out eventually. We will figure it out. Panthers, Cardinals, Jaguars. The Cleveland Browns. I forgot about the Browns. Wow, they have a pick that's not like a single-digit number draft pick. The Jets, the Raiders, the 49ers. Come on. Oh, it's going to take forever. Number 13th overall. Please end this torture. End this whole thing. I kind of wish we traded up for the number 1 overall pick so we can end this video real quickly. I'm just playing. I'm just kidding with y'all. Is Joe Staley coming? David, what's up? Is Joe Staley coming back? I don't know yet. I hope he does come back. If he doesn't, then hopefully they have a contingency plan. If he doesn't, maybe Justin School could take over for him. I mean, as I said in my videos, he might be the guy to replace him. And then maybe the little promise, some promise that he showed in 2019, I think he could be the next guy to take over for Staley. But if they don't believe in him, then they can always find somebody in the draft, right? But Staley, hopefully he stays back for another year or two. I think losing the Super Bowl, it was heart crushing, but at the same time, if you want to be motivated to hopefully win 2019 or 2020, then you come back for this season because I think the 49ers are going to be really good this year in 2020. Tua, okay. Oh my gosh, that's not good. It's 9 o'clock right now so far. Tua 87 career touchdown passes, the most in Alabama history. I forgot he took over. I think he took over the college football the playoff game, the national championship game over Jalen Hurts, and then he never looked back, which is just wow. That is just insane right there. And then Jalen Hurts goes to Oklahoma. He does pretty well there. I think he's in the draft as well, but I don't know if he's going to be a first round pick this year. I haven't heard anything about him being a first round pick, so we might have to see him the next day. The pick is in. Anthony Lynn, Tom Telesco, those two gentlemen, the head coach and general manager, respectively, they are waiting. Their families know. Telesco's, I'm assuming that's his whole family there. They know who they're going to be picking. I wish we had inside info like that too. LT would be covering Jimmy's blind side. We need a very talented young offensive tackle with a 13th pick. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, that is a big thing they have to look forward to. So if they draft an offensive line, then I would not be surprised at all. All right, Justin Herbert, is he going to be the next quarterback taken? I mean, he did take a chance going to Oregon, so it worked out well. Let's see where he's going. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, I don't want to end this live stream without the 49ers picking. Eugene, Oregon. Oh, that's where they're from. Come on. So going from Oregon down south to Los Angeles, that is a move right there, if you want to call it. Well, not really a big move. It's, what, a couple hours down from the if you take an airplane, not too far. Let's see. So far, no surprises, no swerves yet. We'll probably get why the Chargers are picking now. There you go, man. The quarterbacks are being taken. Oh my gosh. We're panning out to maybe 2017 where these are the quarterbacks of the future. We're looking at it right now. Phillip Rivers is no longer there at the Indianapolis. He's with the Colts now, so it's Justin Herbert's turn to do that. Let me see. Graduated with a 4.01 GPA. Wow, that is crazy right there. Majored in biology. That is pretty good. Justin Herbert. Okay, the Panthers are picking up next. I think they're going to draft either Simmons or Derek Brown. Those are the top two prospects for the Panthers. They need to get somebody on defense. They need to show that the defensive line, it looked absolutely terrible last year. The run defense was absolutely bad. I mean, you saw Tevin Coleman when we played him. He just went off against the Panthers, and they couldn't generate any pressure going in, and we dominated the Panthers that day. 51-13. That was probably the absolute most balanced game from the 49ers all year long. I'd say the Packers game as well. I mean, 51-13. Who saw that coming? Because that was supposed to be a competitive game. The Panthers were coming off a 3-game winning streak, but unfortunately, that did not happen. We ended up dominating that game and never looked back. Then Charger fans light it up. Joe Niners. I broke my right arm a couple times as a kid and can throw okay. I am going to miss having the Raiders around. The battles of the Bay have been great. That's true. I am going to miss the Raiders in Oakland as well. But I mean, we never had a rivalry that much because really the only time we could meet up is every like 3 or 4 years and the Super Bowl. Essentially, I mean, we did have that big fight in 2011. In the preseason, we can never meet up in preseason games ever again. But in terms of rivalry, it is nice. It is a nice, Bay Area versus Bay Area whenever we have a chance. But it's just not as formidable since we don't really beat them that often. I wish we would, but that does not happen. And now they're in Las Vegas, it's not really, I don't know if it's going to be as sizzling as it usually is in terms of the rivalry right there. I mean, my favorite rivalry is against Seattle. Personally, I think they've had good battles. Those two teams in particular. Some people would say the Rams, but I think the Seahawks right now in recent history, I think they be a better rival in my opinion. Plus, we had some awesome games in 2019. I mean, they came down to the wire, both of them. I mean, Seattle won the first meeting in San Francisco. We won in Seattle on a Dre Greenlaw last stop. So I mean, it's epic, and hopefully we do have a great meeting with them and we win more times because Seattle is a tough team. They're like the team that never goes away, pretty much, essentially. As long as Russell Wilson's there, he's a great quarterback. Panthers pick is in. Come on, come on, come on. Matt Rule and Marty Herney. I'm not a big Marty Herney fan. I think he overpays people. He gives people contract extensions like crazy on the current roster. I mean, that was the downfall of his first year in Carolina. I think he paid Jonathan Stewart and D'Angelo Williams a lot of money. Um, what else was wrong with him? I mean, he drafted really well. He's done a really good job in the draft. I mean, he's gotten what who did he get? He got a lot of great players. I forgot exactly off the top of my head, but he's done a really good job running the draft for the Panthers. But in terms of contracts and salary cap and keeping the team together, he's not really good at that. And I don't know why they brought him back, to be honest with you, as the general manager. I think you need a new face after Dave Gettleman got fired. But if they want to go to the old knowledge man of Herney as the Panthers general manager, that is fine. We are going to commercial right now. I feel like taking a nap right now. What do you guys think? Should I take a nap and just like wake up when it's like number 13 overall? I should do that. Let me see. USA Today, tank for Tua, pays off. Dolphins take Tua. Yep, there you go. It did work out at the end, and they didn't even have to draft number 1 overall, which is very impressive for them. Come on, come on. We're going to have to wait more. Let's see, NFL.com, see if there's anything special going on. Actually, let me look at the schedule for the 49ers. Let's see, 2020, assuming that we do have a 2020 season. Let's see. Oh my gosh, stop yawning. Please stop yawning. What's our schedule? Okay. Home and away, division opponents twice a year, so that's 6 games right there. NFC East, we play at home the Philadelphia Eagles and Washington Redskins. Away, we play the Giants and Cowboys. If any of you guys are going to the Cowboys game this year, assuming that we can go, please fill it up with 49er Red Sea because that was awesome in 2014. What is it? Conference opponents based on division record. We play the Packers and Saints again, which is not a big surprise. The Saints, that should be a fun game. The Packers, depends if they get an offensive line for Aaron Rodgers. It should be a much better game than the past 2 meetings last year in 2019, where it was the Sunday night game and the NFC Championship game. That was just an absolutely terrible game to watch. The last game for the Super Bowl, the Packers, they just absolutely had no chance going on. Aaron Rodgers was completely lost in that game. Defensively, they could not get any pressure. They just got humiliated by Raheem Mostert. So hopefully they improve. At AFC East, we have to play the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins at home, so we'll be playing Tua. That should be interesting. The Patriots and Jets away. That's not going to be as interesting, the Patriots game, because I thought it was going to be a Tom Brady versus Jimmy G matchup, but we won't be seeing that anytime soon unless we meet the Buccaneers in the playoffs. But yeah, the Patriots, it'll be interesting to see Kyle Shanahan versus Bill Belichick, though. All right, let's see what else to look forward to. So first round, 49ers, assuming that they trade the 31st overall pick, they keep the 13th overall pick. Their options are pretty high. 13th, the compensation. What would you get for the 31st overall pick? Maybe a second rounder. If they don't get an offensive tackle this year in the first round, I think they should look for one in the second round. If they do get one, trading down, I think you do have to look for Steelers replacement. You have to be pretty serious about it because an offensive line is very important. You've seen with the Indianapolis Colts, they have a dominant offensive line, and Andrew Luck, when he was still playing, he had a lot of good protection with him. And for us in San Francisco, our defensive line, it took years to build that D line, but now you can get to quarterbacks. It just opens up a big playbook where you can rush the quarterback as a defensive line. And offensive line for the 49ers, for the most part, when healthy, I think it's one of the great ones in the NFL. And when they were all together, the whole team of Weston Richburg, Mike McGlinchey, Joe Staley, Mike Person last year, and then Lincoln Tomlinson, that was a great lineup when fully healthy. Oh, stop yawning! Oh my gosh, stop yawning! Yeah, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get the stream done. I'm gonna get this done. Horacio Flores, what's up, man? Derek Brown, yes, he will probably be the next pick for the Panthers, I believe. No, Davis Saros, what's up? No, I don't think. I think Derek Brown goes to Carolina. I believe so. Rural restoration. Let's see what's happening. This is Matt Rule's history in college football before he came to Carolina. The Temple Owls and now Baylor. Man, that was a big turnaround for Baylor. Baylor, they they had a lot of scandals going on with Art Briles, and he took them to a great year in 2019. So that's good. Now it's Carolina's turn. 5-11, 5-11 coming in. So let's see what they do. Matt Rule in his little office. All right, let's see. The pick is in. Who are you going to draft? Carolina. I say Derek Brown. There you go. Not surprising at all, right there. So as I said, he would have been my top pick for a defensive tackle, but unfortunately, we do not have a high draft pick this year. So that's good. Next up, Arizona. What are they going to do? What do they need? Offensive line, probably. I mean, if I'm the Cardinals, I would draft an offensive line for Kyle Murray because, man, was he running for his life, except for against the 49ers twice. But every other game, he was just running for his life. He could not do anything when he was in the pocket. So I would go with an offensive line if I'm the Cardinals. 609 in California, nice. 864 Debo's area. Was that South Carolina? I'm assuming. I think that's South Carolina. He went to South Carolina along with Javon Kinlaw. All right, let's see. All right, we're close to the 49ers 13th overall pick. Oh my gosh. I might need to go grab some water real quick, maybe. But right now I'm just gonna tough it out and just make it all the way to the 49ers 13th overall pick. That's a big man. Oh my gosh. I apologize for yawning. I'm sorry. Just trying to make it. That's all. Come on. Shoot, Brown is gone. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is gone. What else is there? Okay, so the Cardinals about to pick. Nick Bosa, my man, right there. Hey, there you go. Buford, Georgia. That seems pretty close to Atlanta. Maybe Buford. Buford sounds really familiar. Yeah, I kind of want to go back to Georgia, Atlanta. You do want to take a little quick vacation there. It's only 4 hours from Charlotte, so it's not too far of a drive. But I do need to go back there. Cardinals can't pass on. Ice will wake you. Go kart. Ice will wake you up and shock the system. I would do that, but I don't want to stay up that late. So I don't know. I might get something cold to drink, but for right now, I should get a little bucket, just like dump my whole head in the ice bucket and just do it, or just do an ice bucket challenge again, like a couple years ago. Cardinals can't pass on Simmons. I'm assuming that's an offensive lineman. The top prospects are pretty much gone, so it could be pretty much maybe a free for all potentially. But for the most part, the draft analysts, they were pretty accurate on the draft picks so far, so that's pretty good on their part. So that, I guess that's why they got paid to do this mock draft thing. Most of the time it's inaccurate, but this year they've been getting it right. Okay, the pick is in from Arizona. Are they gonna draft another quarterback for the third year in a row? That would be cool. Oh my gosh! Oh, stop it! Stop it! Please stop yawning. But yeah, if you're still watching this, some way, shape, or form, I will be having a video out on our first round picks tomorrow morning, and I won't live stream rounds 2 to 3, but I will have a video out tomorrow, probably afternoon for you guys on Saturday and Sunday. I'll finish it off, and the rest of the week, Monday through Friday, we can talk about the draft, we can talk about implications on the team, and then we can talk about the schedule release, which is insane, but I'll be talking about the schedule release anyways. And then after that, I could do my start cut bench series where I talk about players, whether it's quarterback or running backs or whatever. I do one where I think who's going to be the starter coming into 2020, who's going to be on the bench or a reserve guy, and then who's going to get cut. You guys seem to enjoy it. Cardinals. Oh, linebacker. Oh, yeah. This is the guy. This is another guy. Yeah, Isaiah Simmons. That's good for them. Where do those people get the ability to be on the Roger Goodell's draft board? The fans. I should have gotten that for the 49ers. The Jaguars are on the clock. Who is next to be picked? Isaiah Simmons. Hopefully he works out. I hope he doesn't work out because he's in our division, but that's good for him. Let's see. Wow, a very versatile guy. That is really good from Clemson. Isn't DeAndre Hopkins from Clemson too? So they're getting some Clemson buddies coming in. I think DeAndre Hopkins is from Clemson. Let me verify that. DeAndre Hopkins. I'm pretty sure he is. Man, there's been some bad stories about the Houston Texans. Yeah, he went to Clemson. He's from Central South Carolina. I don't even know where that's at. Central South Carolina. That is near like what the Tennessee border. That's really far away. I didn't even know where that was. But this is their man. Oh, yay, nice. Okay, Jacksonville. Who are you gonna pick? I don't know the rest of the prospects. I know the receivers. The receivers pretty much. C.J. Henderson. That's pretty much it right now. I do research on the prospects, but I don't do too much research like Chase Young and them. I don't do any research on them because I mean we're not gonna be picking them because one, we don't need them. Two, we're not drafting that high, so not too worried there. But Isaiah Simmons going to Arizona, that should be upgrading their defense along with Chandler Jones because they have a pretty talented defense somewhat. I mean, they do a little bit of work, but they do need to shore up the defense. But, if they can find an offensive line, then I think they could be a very, very dangerous team coming in. They're from Kansas. Kansas. I've never been to Kansas before. Oh, stop yawning. Let's see. I don't think I want the 49ers to draft Kinlaw. That's gonna be tough, but I guess he's more of a work in progress guy. So if they feel like they can work with him a little bit, then I think he could be a great player for the 49ers. But receiver, I just think a receiver is gonna be the guy that the 49ers take with 13 overall. Go Cardinals usually pick an offensive lineman and defensive lineman every other year. So they're taking an offensive lineman. That is true. They always take a lineman. But, I mean, it's been working out so far, so you can't really blame them that much. You do want to build on the trenches. I always believe in building in the trenches. If you do that, then you will have a lot of success, which they have been having a lot of success. So if they draft an offensive lineman, in this case, it wouldn't be that bad because they do need one in case Joe Staley decides to retire or if he's retiring really soon. So I would not be surprised if they draft no line. What if they draft like a defensive end? That'd be ridiculous right there. But defensive tackle in particular, that's who they need if you're the 49ers. Oh man, I'm kind of hungry. Luckily, I ate before I started this whole live stream thing going on right now, so I'm not super hungry right now. I'm just a little bit thirsty. Oh my god, I wish I had like a little fridge right here behind me and just take a little drink and just drink it. That's what I need, but I don't know if I feel like going to the kitchen right now. Simmons on the Cardinals is bad news. It probably is bad news. So I gotta look him up a little bit more, but hopefully our offense can deal with them. That's all I can say. Our offensive linemen and receiving core. Oh come on, Affleck. Oh man. Gotta stay at home. Gotta stay at home. Affleck. What is that? Is Affleck like a goose or a geese? Like the logo, the duck. I don't know what it is exactly, but they have a nice logo. Going in. I need to get a mascot. Chiefs Kingdom, the Cards are the last place team. Actually, I would disagree with you. I think the Rams are the last place team, to be honest with you. I think so far for me it would be San Francisco, Seattle, Arizona, but that's like really close. You can kind of interchange it if you really wanted to. You can make a case for Arizona being the top team in the NFC West if you really wanted to, but I think the Rams are the last place team in my opinion because I'm not a big Jared Goff fan. I mean, it's one thing to hate on Cliff Kingsbury or whatever, but Goff, I just never been a big fan of his, to be honest with you. Even when He got drafted in California by the Rams, number 1 overall. Let's see. Yeah, Goblin Ninja, I would agree. Better with the Rams. 49ers have the NFC West for at least the next 2 years with ease. I don't know. It's not gonna be easy with the Seahawks and Cardinals. I mean, the Seahawks always gives us a lot of trouble. So I mean, we had to fight to the nail to the wire to get that number 1 seed all the way to week 17. So Seattle always gives us a lot of trouble there. Every time they win a game, I get upset, especially when they come back. Russell Wilson down like a touchdown, and then he finds a way to get a touchdown and then 2-point conversion, whatever it is. He makes a nice comeback. So it's a big concern. Let's see, they'll be competing with the Rams for that honor. Even if they don't get the best record, they still compete. The Rams stink. Yeah, I'm not a big Rams fan. Well, they don't even have fans anyways, so I'm not that worried. Oh, come on. Let me take a break from these headphones real quick. I can still hear myself talk, but gotta take a break occasionally. You got the little Bose headphones, noise canceling. I know the NFL has some new ones, the 700 noise canceling ones, but I think these are pretty nice right here, so not too disappointed at all. All right, are we back? We have a couple more picks before the 49ers. Oh my gosh, they need to hurry this up. It is taking too long. I'm pretty sure you guys are waiting as well, being bored. We want to see who they're going to be picking. Simmons might be defensive rookie of the year. Yeah, probably, but I think Chase Young probably for Washington is going to be defensive rookie of the year. Early prediction right now. Hey, there's Joe Burrow. Congratulations, man. There's Roger Goodell. How can you give him his jersey? You're probably going to have to mail that to him. But yeah, if Joe Burrow could turn the Bengals around, man, he deserves like MVP definitely because I mean the Bengals have been pretty trash for a long time. Even with Marvin Lewis, they had never won a playoff game. They haven't won a playoff game since 1990, man. That was 6 years before I was born, 1996. That's a long time right there since they won a playoff game, like one single playoff game. They made the playoffs so many times, but they just never win a playoff game because they like to choke as well. That's a big theme with all these NFL teams is choking, right? Even with the 49ers with the Super Bowl. But not as bad as the Falcons, though. The Falcons are probably number 1 with the 28-3 debacle. The Jaguars, Doug Marrone and David Caldwell. Hopefully they're kind of recovering with Tom Coughlin, where the players, they did not enjoy playing with them, which I don't blame at all because Tom Coughlin's a tough dude. The pick is in. All right, Roger Goodell. Who is going to be picked? Oh, CJ Henderson. Okay. Oh, well, we're not going to be picking him anytime soon. Cornerback. I guess they're trying to find their Jalen Ramsey type guy. Actually, I forgot Jalen Ramsey was on the Rams right now. They're pretty dumb for giving up 2 first-round picks for him. He's a baby essentially. And I meant that in an insulting way. He kind of complains a lot. He talked trash about their quarterback. He even talked trash about Jared Goff, his current quarterback right now. So that's got to be pretty awkward right there. But actually, when there was trade rumors about Ramsey for the 49ers, I was willing to give up maybe 1 first-rounder, but I mean 2 first-rounders, no way. Any team should do that, but the Rams fell for that. They were trying to turn around their season, whatever they could, but unfortunately, that did not work out. They went 9-7, and the Emmanuel Sanders play at the end of the Rams 49ers Saturday night game. That was the play that a lot of people will not forget because Ramsey got beat pretty badly by number 17. Although Taylor Rapp, the safety with Ramsey, he kind of miscommunicated, but I mean, still Ramsey, you're an All-Pro cornerback. You should be able to cover that really well against Sanders, but it's a little bit of a mess up. But I believe they're going to rue the day, the Rams, in trading for Jalen Ramsey for 2 first-round picks. That's insane. 2 first-rounders. If it was like a number 1, maybe number 3 together, packaged together, then you could do it. But I think the Jaguars wanted 2 first-round picks, and the Rams actually bit and took it. And now I think that's gonna be a bad regret for them. That's just me, though. CJ Henderson on the NFL quarterback. He loved the intercept. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, man, definitely Patrick Mahomes right now because I mean that guy never throws any interceptions. And when he threw 2 picks in the Super Bowl, yes, that was awesome right there because I mean that's really rare for him to throw interceptions at all. And there you go, the man from Miami, Florida. Congrats. Let's see. I guess you would stab me if I told you my Super Bowl. I think you meant 2020. Pats and Seahawks. Pats and Seahawks. I hope the Seahawks don't make the Super Bowl. I'd be disappointed. But the Patriots, man, I don't know if the Patriots are Super Bowl contenders yet, but whatever. No surprises so far, except maybe Simmons. Niners have a lot of targets there. So we're probably gonna drop the receiver. A lot of the top guys are gonna be gone right now. The Browns, Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry. Oh, they have a brand new general manager. I think it was John Dorsey, but he ended up getting fired. Is he gonna the Cleveland Browns, man? That's a torture to be a Cleveland Browns fan. Go Card. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, sleeper late draft picks. I mean, that's John Lynch's MO for this time in San Francisco. I would not be surprised if they contributed really well. Okay, let's see. Roger Goodell, what are you going to do?
Thank you, Fletcher. We are so happy to see that you're home and doing well. We're very proud for you and 10 years in the fight.
Mr. Roger Goodell. Mr. Roger Goodell not getting booed. Maybe he'll keep it this way. Let's see. Who was it? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. Jarek Wills Jr., offensive tackle for Alabama. I don't know if he's a great player or not. He's from Alabama, but at the same time, they do need an offensive line because Baker Mayfield, as well like Kyler Murray, he was getting beat up pretty badly as well. So, um, I guess he's a great pick for them. Well, all picks look pretty good unless they're a big surprise, but it depends on the field. Anything can happen. So 49ers, they're about to pick. Oh my gosh, we have about like 15 minutes left before we can make our next pick. The Jets, I'm assuming they're gonna take maybe not Jerry. They might take CeeDee Lamb. I think that might be the next receiver the first receiver taken in this draft. It's either him or Jerry. Those two guys. I expect, unless the Jets throw a curveball, which they always do. The Jets have a very good history of torturing their fan base on thinking that they're going to pick this guy, but then they pick another guy completely. So that always happens. I mean, we've seen 1983, Dan Marino, they could have picked him, but they ended up picking Kenny O'Brien. I think 95, they could have picked Warren Sapp, but they've got some guy named Kyle Brady, not Tom Brady, but Kyle Brady, a tight end. So they can really disappoint Jets fans. Definitely. I'm glad I'm not a Jets fan because it's been a long time since they won a Super Bowl. It's been what's in Super Bowl three, which is what like 50 plus years ago when they won the Super Bowl, and I'm way too young to even know about that Super Bowl. But yeah, we all know that, they upset the Colts. Let's see. Second straight year with an offensive tackle from Alabama taking the first round with Jonah Williams. Wow, most of these guys are from Ohio State and Alabama. That's all. So Tua's teammate goes away in the first round as well. All right, so this is where it's going to get very interesting for the next couple of minutes, where we get to see which receiver we're pretty much going to take, unless we take somebody else. But I'm assuming it's going to be a receiver uh, because that's what we need quite a bit for Jimmy Garoppolo and company. So some of you guys might disagree, but I believe he's going to be the man. City Cal, what's up, man? The 49ers are licking their chops. Let's go. Another offensive tackle. Yeah, Jerry and Lamb are probably going to be gone by then. But the Raiders, they might take Henry Ruggs. I don't know. I've heard they might the 49ers and the Broncos were the teams that were rumored to take Ruggs, but we'll see then. Okay, so commercial break. We're gonna probably end this commercial break here and probably head to the next pick. Probably head to 31st overall pick, but they're gonna trade that pick down. They're gonna trade that pick down. I know they will. I know they will. I know they will. Uh, let's. It is an unprecedented time, PNC. Yes, it is. It is a very, very unprecedented time we're going through right now, with this whole pandemic going on around the world. Let's see if there's any new news. I don't really care about the politics. Let's. Let's see. So far in North Carolina, we have 213 deaths, 6,951 confirmed cases as of 20 minutes ago. Probably going up by now, but um, it's rising up there. Mecklenburg County near Charlotte, we have 33 deaths, which sucks, but it is what it is. We can't. The only thing we can do is hope for the best. That's all we can do is hope for the best for everyone. We do need a trade announcement. Yeah, we do need something exciting. It hasn't been to be honest with you, I thought 2020 was going to be a little bit exciting, but so far it's been a pretty plain and I wouldn't say dull, but just been an ordinary draft so far. No trades or anything. I think 2018, 2019, there was a lot of trades, but right now there hasn't been anything exciting going on. There was rumors, but they're all just rumors. They're all just speculation from everything else. Why is the camera looking so weird? Oh, Disney Plus. Oh yeah. Speaking of Disney Plus, I do love me some Disney Plus. It is a really good streaming service right now. I got it right here for you guys. Boom, boom. Hopefully, Mickey Mouse doesn't copyright me or anything like that. But waiting for the whole Marvel shows coming out for the original series. Do you guys watch Star Wars? I'm not a big Star Wars guy, but I did watch Mandalorian. That was a pretty good series as well. I thought, for a casual fan that never watched Star Wars in his life, I thought it was pretty good. I've been watching some of the Pixar movies. Watched Frozen 2, which was weird, but I thought it was a pretty nice musical. I'm more like for Disney in particular. I'm more of a Pixar fan than Disney, but I just like the storylines and sequences of Pixar and Disney movies. But Disney movies, musicals are okay, but I'm a Pixar guy. Marvel, they have some great movies. I mean, we all know the Avengers Endgame. I'm gonna wait to rewatch like Infinity War or whatever for when it comes out. I think July for it. Uh, let's see what else. You might come out on the 49ers fan TV screen. Oh gosh, that would be so awkward and so bizarre because I have like nothing ready, but I kind of look okay ready. But I do need a haircut, but it's really difficult to get one now. My hair is usually not this long, but it really is right now. So gonna get a haircut eventually, but we'll get there. American Red Cross, yes. Okay. When you Just waiting. Sorry for the little quietness right there. All right, I think the Jets are ready to pick. We are ready. Adam Gase and Joe Douglas. Adam Gase, I forgot he was the head coach of the Jets. He had that weird press conference where he opened his eyes like that. Like, whoa, what was that? If you don't know that by now, but yeah, he was doing that too. All right, the Jets. Let's see what their disappointment is for the most part. I think they're going to draft a receiver, but they might draft a quarterback or something ridiculous. They might pull a swerve. They're the team that I believe would do a swerve at any other team, even with the Browns. So Joe Douglas, the general manager, is hugging his kids and wife right now. I think so. They know who is going up, but the receivers they are coming on right now. You have Jerry Judy, Javon Kinlaw, CeeDee Lamb, Henry Ruggs, Mickey Becton, offensive tackle. He could be somebody the 49ers could be looking forward to, but they can't go wrong. I don't think the Jets can go wrong with anybody. They need Sam Darnold some help, so a receiver would be the way to go. And plus, they lost one of their receivers, Roby Anderson. They lost him to the Carolina Panthers, so they really need to look for a receiver. Okay, we just went through commercial. Now we have to wait for analysis talk, and now we have to wait for Mr. Goodell to announce his pick. It's gonna take a while. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Man, okay. NFL, National Football League, National Football League. So what's so all right, I got a nice schedule. The good thing about doing videos on in the off season is you can always have a good. Okay, never mind. Well, break time right now. Jets. CeeDee Lamb, I'm assuming. Oh, the Jets an offensive tackle. Wow, that is I'd say like a mini score because everybody expected a receiver. Becton's way too fat. He might be. I think he might be a reach to be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, I didn't really follow the tackles to be honest with you, but looking like we might be picking a receiver. So the receiver option is really big. I'm assuming we're going to draft either CeeDee Lamb or Henry Ruggs the third. Those are the two top guys for the receivers. Jerry, I don't know if Kyle Shanahan that's his cup of tea. I mean, people say that Jerry Judy is the best like all round receiver, the most NFL ready, but I don't know if he's Kyle Shanahan's cup of tea. So I think it's going to be either CeeDee Lamb or Henry Ruggs the third, or they might trade it down. So those are the top three options in my opinion right now. So the Raiders later on in the next pick, our former Bay Area rival will be the one to pick the first receiver. 510. What's with the offensive tackle running a freaking 40-yard dash? What does that make a difference? That does not do anything. I mean, unless you're like gonna catch the ball or something. Send Cal CeeDee Lamb or Ruggs. Yes, that is a no-brainer. I believe that's a no-brainer as well. But they might throw a swerve as well. But the Jets kind of threw a swerve at everybody. I thought they were going to draft a receiver. I thought everybody thought they were going to draft a receiver, but no way. No way, Jose. But that's good, though. I mean, if he could turn out well for the Jets, then Sam Darnold will have a lot of protection for the next couple of years. So that's good for him. Fitzpatrick. Going to the New York Jets. Oh yeah, last year Quentin Williams. He went to the Jets number 3 overall. I don't know. I mean, would it work out with DeForest Buckner? That's a tough question, but he's not working out so far in New York. I hope he does because Williams, I was a big fan of his coming out of Alabama last year. So Patrick Ferguson, what's up? CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy to the Niners. It's gonna be a receiver. It's gonna be a receiver. So no receivers have been taken yet. It's a very draft heavy receiver class. So maybe a lot of them will be taken in the middle rounds of tomorrow. So we'll see then. Excuse me. Third Louisville offensive lineman selected in the first round in the Common Era draft. The Raiders pick is in. Let's see what's going on. His mom used to carry his birth certificate in youth sports to prove his age. Oh my gosh, man, he really was that fat to be having to get your birth certificate and your driver's license, whatever it was, to identify your age. That is crazy right there. That is crazy. How big? Let me see how big he is. Mackie Beckton. Let me see his statistics. Oops. Mackie Beckton. According to this, he is 6'7", 368 pounds. Oh my gosh, he better be athletic. He better be athletic. Hey, it's Mike Mayock, the former NFL Network guy with John Gruden. That's pretty cool. Oh, the new stadium in Las Vegas, right down from the Las Vegas Strip. It is weird to call them the Las Vegas Raiders, but for me, I'm still gonna call them the Oakland Raiders because that's home right there for them. Hey, look, they got some empty feeds. They got all those fans, but then two missing spots right there. Hey, it's Jimmy Kimmel. What is Jimmy Kimmel doing in our NFL screens? He's not a football guy. What he probably is. And it's Matt Franco. Sorry. Derek Ho, come on, come on. Oh, we're almost there. The Raiders. Should I end the video at 13th overall pick? I'm not sure. I'll ask you guys after. Jimmy is from Vegas. No, I thought Jimmy G was from Illinois. I think he's from Illinois actually. Arlington Heights, if I can recall. I think he went to the same school Tony Romo went to for college, Eastern Illinois. Then he got drafted by the Patriots. All right, I know who they're picking. Okay, John Gruden, who's your top man that you're gonna pick? You need somebody that's like intimidating, not scared, like Amari Cooper. All right, Raiders. Let's see. Henry Ruggs. Oh my God, to pick Ruggs. Wow. Oh, we got CeeDee Lamb. I think CeeDee Lamb's probably going to be our guy in San Francisco. Yeah, because Ruggs. I mean, he had a lot of interest from the Raiders, kind of last minute as well. So it was a little bit surprising. Not really, but it's nice for them to get a very fast receiver. But the 49ers are up next. All right, this is what we've been waiting for the past almost 2 hours now. That took a long time, but we're finally here. We're getting there. About 6 minutes left. Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch are talking who do they want in this draft and his team in the front office. But CeeDee Lamb is probably going to be the next guy taking. I mean, you want to talk about George Kittle being yards after the catch? CeeDee Lamb's the top guy for that. And I think if you want to run a West Coast system that Shanahan does, then you want a guy that can catch the ball and run it after. And I think CeeDee Lamb would be the perfect target for that. Deebo Samuel could be that all-around receiver that does everything. That could be good right there. But Henry Ruggs, man, I kind of wanted him. But I guess in 2018 we got Mike McGlinchey, and I know the Raiders wanted Mike McGlinchey, definitely. But we got him, so I guess it's the other way around. I wanted Ruggs, but the Raiders got Ruggs now. So that's good for them, I guess. I don't know. I never really hate the Raiders that much. I'm not the biggest hater of the Raiders. I don't really hate any team, to be honest with you. But some fan bases, I mean, as you saw my Edge videos there, some of them could be very arrogant and very annoying. Like the Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans, Cleveland Brown fans. That's not good. But you know, every time I do the Edge videos, I always want people to show their, I guess, football knowledge, but people think I'm biased because I picked everything 49ers, but I thought the 49ers were really good. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, there's Mr. Henry Ruggs. Is he in a robe or something? Montgomery, Alabama. He is in Alabama right now. I've never been to Alabama either. Man, all these Alabama guys getting picked like crazy. You don't like the Seahawks. You don't Patrick Ferguson. You don't dislike the Seahawks at all. I don't like them, but I don't hate them. I'm pretty indifferent about them. But you got to give them a lot of respect, whether you like them or not, because the Seahawks, they've been competitive for years. I know they haven't recovered completely from that Super Bowl debacle, the Pete Carroll, whatever you want to call it, the Malcolm Butler interception, the Marshawn Lynch. I didn't run the ball. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, the Seahawks, they've been contenders almost every single year for the most part, and Russell Wilson, he's a big reason why. They're even good in the first place, or they're in the game. Uh, yeah, I think CeeDee Lamb is going to be the next guy taken for us in San Francisco. So I would not be surprised at all. Maybe Justin Jefferson. I heard Daniel Jeremiah pick Justin Jefferson to come to San Francisco with 13th overall pick. But you know what? I would go with CD. I think CD is going to be the next man up. Henry Ruggs going to the Oakland Raiders. The silver and black. Oh, John Gruden. Oh yeah, but about the Raiders, they don't have that big bean boy mentality that they used to have. Maybe because the NFL's gone soft now. But when Al Davis was there, oh man, everybody hated the Raiders, and that's why they get the reputation today. Is because of Al Davis, not because of Mark Davis. Mark Davis isn't uh, the most bright owner. Then, if there's an elite cornerback out there, I don't know. I don't know either. I was going to go with C.J. Henderson, but he got picked kind of earlier than a lot of people thought. All right, let's see what's up next. Just waiting. All right, some of you guys are coming in. Thirsty Rabbit. Well, what's up? What's up? You have 13 pick coming up. So if you're watching this, welcome, welcome, welcome. Anybody that's been with me for the past almost 2 hours now. I know. Everybody in the comment section, this live chat. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, the pick is coming in. Oh man, it's been a long journey. It's not like last time where I only spent like 30 minutes live streaming and they called it a day. But after this pick, I don't know. Should I stay? What do you guys think? Should I keep staying on to the 31st overall pick, or should I just call it a night and rest up for tomorrow morning when I make a video? It's up to you guys. Whatever you guys think. I like to hear what you have to say right now in this live chat. Should I stay on board until pick 31, which I'm assuming we're going to trade down, but you never know. We might pick somebody, but we'll figure it out. But definitely you can be staying for the next couple of minutes because we are going to be drafting a wide receiver, I think. Alex Ruiz, what's up? Tristan Wirth. Let's see. Let's see. Tristan Wirf, he's an offensive tackle. Okay. I didn't do my research on tackles, but I should have done my homework. But from the University of Iowa, you know who's from the University of Iowa, right? Mr. George Kittle. Yes, he is. Did we have the 13th pick? Who? Not yet. We have not drafted anybody yet. We're still trying to figure that out. I think they're trying to. I think the 49ers are going to be trying to make it a trade right now because it's taking a long time for them to pick somebody because they would have picked somebody by now, but they're gonna they're gonna try to see if they have any draft suitors or draft traders. But as of right now, I don't know. Maybe Atlanta might trade up. Maybe the 49ers they wanted Ruggs, but they don't get him anymore. So we'll find out. It's taking them a long time, man. It's the pick in. All right, John Lynch, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, Mr. Intelligent General Manager, the guy that we trust? Yep. 49ers trade with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So what the heck did we do? Did we just trade one pick down? I guess we got to wait a little bit longer. So Tampa Bay is going to be picking up next. I think they wanted Ruggs. I honestly think they wanted Ruggs, but they didn't get him. So they're going to have to trade down and get some more assets. This is it right here. Yeah, yep. So Shanahan is John Lynch has traded the pick, so it's gonna be Tampa Bay's turn. What did we get? I think did Tampa Bay have multiple picks or they only had the 14th pick? Let's see. So what did we get? So we did end up trading the pick down. So we'll see what. Okay, so this is like a free. This is almost a free for all now. I don't know what's going on, in terms of players getting picked now. Niners the Beast, what's up? WTF? They probably didn't like anybody. That's probably they probably didn't feel the need to draft somebody right now, 13th overall. So I think that's why they decided to trade the pick down, which I was a little bit surprised. But I think they wanted Ruggs. I really, honestly think they wanted Ruggs. But 14th overall. So why did they trade down? What's going on? Let me see what the trade's about. I don't even know what it is. It's like the Chicago Bears and 49ers when the John Lynch's first draft when the 49ers traded the second overall pick to get to number 3. This is a little bit awkward, but Tom Brady, Tampa Bay. Let's see what they do. Bruce Arians, the head coach. Let's see who they're going to be drafting. I think they're going to be drafting maybe a receiver. Wait, I don't know. I don't know. Do they need a receiver? They don't need a receiver. They got Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, but we'll see what they do. Yeah, why did the Tampa Bay do only one pick down? That does not make any sense. That's just really bizarre. I don't know why these teams just trade up one pick unless like they get like a Rams like they really wanted a guy in particular. I don't know why these teams always do that one extra pick going up and down. Or maybe they do that because a team might be trading with the 49ers, like the Falcons, or potentially because they wanted to just to like oversee everybody else. So I can kind of see why teams would do that, but I don't know. I think it's a little bit bizarre to do that, to be honest with you. But that's just me. All right, so what pick do we have now? Yeah, speaking of the Buccaneers, Tom Brady. I mean, John Lynch said that he wanted Brady. I don't believe so. I think they might have entertained the idea just for fun, like a hypothetical thing or like a little simulation. But in real life, I knew that wasn't going to happen. I think a lot of you guys had that feeling as well. So I'm looking to see what is going on with the 49ers. I haven't heard anything yet. So what did we get? So what did the 49ers get in return for trading down one pick? Okay, the 49ers. Okay, if you're watching this right now, 49ers traded 13th pick, the 245 pick, and the Buccaneers. So we get their 14th pick and 117th pick. I think that's like a fourth round pick, if I can't mistaken. So I guess they got a extra pick within it, and they got rid of a seventh round pick essentially. So they kind of trade picks only. All right, let's see. Let's see who they're picking. Tristan Wirfs, offensive tackle. I think some of you guys wanted him, but I don't know what is San Francisco doing. This is a little bit different, but I trust John Lynch. I think a lot of you guys trust him as well. So we'll see what they do. But offensive tackle that would have been a great pick for us. But they probably didn't want him, so they kind of passed on him anyways. Not too worried there. The 13th pick is bad luck. I agree. Monty Derhook, what's up, man? So we're moving back one and gaining a fourth. Essentially, I think they gave up. They said they gave, according to online, they gave up the 245 picks. So they essentially traded up the middle round. So they got I think that's a fourth round pick, and now they got rid of the seventh round pick. So they wanted to pick at least in the middle round, so they don't draft really really late. So I guess it kind of worked out because, I mean, the 49ers, what did they have to lose, really? I mean, they didn't want Tristan in the first place, so they traded down one spot. They still get whoever they want in the first place, which I'm assuming is going to be CeeDee Lamb, and it might work out. Easton Esteban Esvido, I think that's how you say your name. What's up, man? If I said your name wrong, I apologize. What the heck? I'm going to miss Buckner. Me too, man. But I think the defensive line's positioned to play really well in 2020. I think we're going to miss them a bit, but I think the 49ers defensive line is still going to be a pretty dominant line, in my opinion. But that's just me, though. It was a great trade. They gave up nothing. Yeah, they gave up nothing, and they got a fourth round. I think it's a fourth round pick. Let me take a look exactly, so I don't lie to you guys in particular. So NFL draft 2020. Let's see. Let's see what the 49ers got in return. 49ers. All right, so we got the 100-something pick. Let me take a look exactly what pick that is in particular. Where's it at? Where's it at? From Tampa Bay. Okay, so we got the 117th pick. So that's that's like a what, almost top 10 what is it? Fourth round pick. So we got a fourth round pick out of it. Not too bad at all. I wouldn't be too disappointed. Monty Derhart, Kinlaw. Yeah, Kinlaw would be the man in terms of defensive tackles if they're drafting one. So, there's a lot of intrigue now. Offensive lineman's probably not going to be the guy taken with this pick because a lot of them are gone by now. But only one receiver has been taken out of everybody else. So, this is a lot of uncertainty. This year in particular, every other year has been pretty obvious, but this year in particular, number 14th overall from Indianapolis, we'll find out. Crypto Pioneer, what's up, man? You would have missed Buckner more if he would have left. I think it's a response to somebody else. Yeah, that is true. They had to get rid of Buckner because, they were going to get nothing in return if they waited it out in 2020 and then 2021 offseason. They let him walk in free agency. No use at all. So I'm glad the 49ers, they were able to work it out and trade Buckner. It does suck to lose him, but at the same time, they had to think long term before it's too late, and they did a really good job at that. John Lynch didn't have emotion getting in the way, so you had to get rid of him and get something in return, which is a first round pick, and now we got an extra fourth round pick out of it too. So that's not too bad at all. I think a lot of Shanahan pick go kart Mozart. Let me see. I think a lot of Shanahan picks were gone. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of players that he wanted were gone. I think Ruggs in particular, that's the guy he really wanted, but not there anymore. So they kind of traded down and was like, oh, we'll get something else in return with that as well. We got rid of the 244 pick. Yes, we did. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there, people. 2 hours and 8 minutes as of this live stream right now. We are getting very, very close to this. I can't wait to, get some sleep. I'm just playing. There's no sleep in this time of the year, especially during football season. I guess this is part of football season too. Football season for me starts during training camp. A lot of you guys follow it, a lot of you guys don't, but I guess I want to see what's going on in terms of the draft, and not the draft, but in terms of people practicing, rookies practicing. So I'm waiting for training camp going on. But, for the next couple of months, we don't know what's going on with this whole outbreak around the world, across the United States. So the NFL season is going to be in jeopardy. I'm not sure. We might not have any fans. I think my prediction coming into week 1 is we won't have fans attending games. We'll have the games still be played, but there'll be no fans. That's I think what's going to be happening coming into 2020. And Levi Stadium, I don't know if we even can play there. I think we might be able to if there's no fans, but it's up to the government officials to see what the best situation, the course of action for everybody in California that plays sports. Can we play in our own home stadium, or do we have to go somewhere else, or can we not play football even at all come 2020 season? But I believe there would be football some way, shape, or form in 2020 come week 1, exactly week 1 on time. Let's see. I'm happy so far. I just hope we're not the first bad pick of the draft. Oh, probably not. I'm pretty sure one of the quarterbacks is going to be a bust. Unfortunately, I mean, that usually happens for the most part when you draft so many quarterbacks in the first round. One of them is going to be a bust. If I had to pick my goal, I think Joe Burrow is going to be okay, but it's going to be difficult with the Bengals. Tua, I don't know, really skeptical of him. Justin Herbert, he might have a good chance, but their offensive line sucks. So Herbert, he has a really good chance to succeed. They have a nice talent pool with them. They have Austin Eckler. Who else do they got in LA? They got Keenan Allen when healthy. They don't have Melvin Gordon anymore, but they have some nice talent around them. So if anybody that's quote unquote positioned to be successful, it'd probably be Justin Herbert with the Chargers right now. But I might be wrong. I mean, the Dolphins with Brian Flores, he might make something happen in his first year, but it's going to be a project coming into 2020 in the first year in Miami, in my opinion. All right, please, NFL, please come back. We just want to get this pick over with. What if they trade this pick down even more? That would be even more crazy. Okay, come on, we're getting there. There's Jerry Jones with his daughter Miss Charlotte. There's Andy Reid by himself, essentially, with just a workout room. All right, San Francisco, we're up next. Oh my gosh, we waited so long. We gotta wait an extra pick just to get who we want. Who are they gonna pick? I'd say CeeDee Lamb. That's gonna be our next guy. I think so. I don't. They might throw a swerve, but I think CeeDee Lamb's gonna be our next receiver taken. We'll see. Or Javon Kinlaw, those two guys. Okay, let's see. Oh, Xavier McKinney, he's an interesting case study as well. So, they draft safety, then Jaquiski Tartt might be getting traded then, but we'll see. All right, the pick is in. Please hurry up. We waited so long. 49ers, David, Niners should trade again. That'd be funny, but the pick is in now. All right, let's see. Yeah. We know the trade details now. We got they got our 7th round pick. We got a 4th round pick. That's nice. All right, Kyle Shanahan, our head coach, Mr. John Lynch. They're all just waiting and seeing who we're gonna pick. Should be cool to see who they're gonna get. Oh yeah, it's what time is it over there? It's about 7 o'clock, so it's a little bit bright in California. The pick is in. Oh my gosh, hurry up. We've been waiting for this. I know, right? I know, right? Go car. We are just all right. There it is. Oh, Kinlaw. Okay, that's not bad at all. I have a video out tomorrow talking about him. I thought he was the man. We didn't have a receiver. So what I'm taking away right now is that they wanted Ruggs, but they didn't get him, so they drafted Buck's replacement, which is not bad at all. I'm not too disappointed. I saw a website that he had some character issues. I don't know if that's true or not. I highly doubt so. I don't heard anything about that. And plus, Lynch now, after the whole Reuben Foster debacle, he does not want to draft anybody with character issues. So I think he's in the good. I think he's a little bit raw coming out of school, but I think he's going to be a great player. He's going to dominate that defensive line with the 49ers, Nick Bosa. So, I feel like we haven't lost a step at all in our defense. I think it might get even better with Kinlaw, but too early to tell. But I think he's going to be great for us in San Francisco. And plus, he should be really grateful that he's coming to us, because I think with Chris Craig as our defensive line coach, Robert Saleh, defensive coordinator, and a very talented defense around him, linebacking core, great defensive line, even a young defensive line as well. I think this is just a great opportunity for him to do really well for us, and he should be happy that he's coming to San Francisco, and we're happy to have him definitely to come to this team as well because we need a defensive tackle help. So not disappointed at all. And question is, yeah, he is from South Carolina. I don't. And Monty, yes, you were right. Yes, Kinlaw is the man, and he would have been my man as well. So hey, I picked almost every pick right for the 49ers for the past couple of years now under John Lynch. I feel like a genius, right? I'm just playing, kind of guessing, based on prospects, but I didn't expect him to draft Kinlaw this late, but it is what it is. All right. Solomon Thomas is garbage. Yes, he is. Yeah, Chase Kingdom, does he replace Buckner? Yes, he is. He's a defensive tackle. He'll be with Nick Bosa and D Ford, and that's a good thing right there. So, if we make it from the Super Bowl again, you'll be dealing with him instead of Buckner, but hopefully he's good. I think he will be. Yes, Monty, as I said, Thomas is garbage. He is. I mean, he's a disappointment. I don't want to call him like Jamarcus Russell garbage, like in terms of bust, but he's a big disappointment. I wish it would have worked out with him, but it doesn't work out, and then he probably won't be with the 49ers by next year, in my opinion. Oh man, but that's like that we don't get Ruggs though. But hopefully, they address the receiver situation. I think they will later on. I mean, since I believe they know it's a very deep receiver class. I mean, Jerry and CD Lamb, they probably were like, whatever with these receivers, so they can probably find somebody else later on in the draft. And they did do that last year with Debo Samuel with the second round pick, so they can really find guys later on. So I'm not really too concerned, but at the same time, it is a little bit worrisome that we don't have any real experienced wide receivers this year, like Emmanuel Sanders, like a experienced guy that we can look forward to. So that's the only concern I really have right now. Let me see. Niners the Beast. What's up, man? Should have traded down more since the Broncos most likely going with the receiver. That is true though, but I guess Denver didn't really have a reason to trade up because they probably know the guy that they're getting. I assume Denver's going to be taking Jerry Jeudy. That's the guy I would take personally. But yeah, 49ers defense I think is still intact really well, and it might even get any better. So we'll see come this season. But 31st overall pick. You know what? I might stay up a little bit longer. Wait another almost hour. So that's gonna be crazy right there. Okay. Yep. Go kart. Yep. Receiver. I think they're still great. So looking now, I think they'll be okay. Kim Reaper keeping the defense together. Yep, that's the big goal. Defensive line, they win championships. Defensive line, offensive line, the trenches, you want to win in them, and that's what they want to keep doing. They want to keep the train going, and I believe the train will keep going right now. Go kart, better than Buckner. Too early to tell, but maybe potentially. So we'll see, but I hope so. I love me some Buckner. I wish he still was in San Francisco, but since we had to get some assets, we had to get something in return. We guys replace. Essentially they did a swap. If you want to look at it right there. So they traded Buckner, but they didn't have to pay him like crazy. They didn't have to pay him the highest paid defensive tackle in the NFL. But now they got Kinlaw, who they're going to have for the next couple of years now, and deal with the rookie contract. And the 49ers, look at their defensive line. They already paid D Ford. They can restructure his contract eventually, or turn him down if he doesn't play well anytime soon. For the next couple of years. Nick Bosa, he's on his rookie contract. Kinlaw, he's on his rookie contract. Solomon Thomas, he probably won't be with us anymore. Eric Armstead, they already paid him. So this team is equipped to be really well for the next 2 to 3 years. And I'll be talking all about this tomorrow when I do my reaction video for Kinlaw tomorrow morning. So be right there. Niners, David. All right, Niner fans. Gotta wake up in like 3 hours. Let's go, Niners. Yeah, if you guys want to come back to me around the 31st overall pick, which I'm assuming they're going to trade it down, then yeah, there you have it right there. But I expect them to trade it. I expected to trade down that pick. I wish they would just tell us right now instead of having to wait. But it'd be interesting to see where the CD Lamb and like Jerry Jeudy go for the next rounds. Somebody got Pizza Hut. Oh wow, that's nice. Here, right? Denver got their pick going on with John Elway. Who did he pick for this draft? Let's see. Jerry Jeudy. Okay, that's good. Give Drew Lock some talent. They might have found their quarterback for the first time. My gosh, Joe Flacco was a big disaster. You gotta remember, yeah, Joe Flacco, Baltimore, whatever. But yeah, when it's regular season time, he's like almost garbage for the most part. Drew Lock, I think he's gonna do really well for the Broncos. They finally need somebody. They have a good defense. They have an underrated offense, but now they can give some pieces around Lock, and Jerry could be the guy for him. We'll see if he does really well. Oh man, it might be almost. Let's see. Benny, what's up, man? So, what do you think about our pick? Kinlaw, early impression. I think this is a fantastic pick. I was leaning towards him as the weeks went by a week or two ago, and now we got our man. So I'll do a reaction video tomorrow morning. But yeah, I like the pick so far. I think he's going to work out for the 49ers, and plus he's going to a very talented team and a very talented defensive line. So I expect him to flourish really, really well with the wide 9 defense. Okay, so both the Alabama receivers go. How many Alabama guys have been taken? My gosh, there's a lot of Alabama guys. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of that is a lot of receivers taken right now so far. Let's see. Benny, yep, you're happy with that's good. Stacy Costa, what's up? What's up? Broncos got Jerry. Yep, they definitely got him. Go Kart, the quarterback needs time. The Niners are disgusting at making very little time before they're in the quarterback's face. Offensive line for the 49ers. As long as Joe Staley stays there, I think the offensive line is going to be pretty much in good shape. I mean, they were making big holes for Raheem Mostert instead of the running. Offensive line's good. Pass protection might need a little bit of work, but for the most part, I think they're pretty in shape. Wow, 2 receivers drafted in the first round, same time. Let's see if that works out. 2007 was the last time 2 receivers at the same time. Jerry Jeudy. So we still have a long way to go, people. It's been almost 2 hours and 30 minutes into this whole NFL draft. I'm still staying up here. I'm not leaving anytime soon, probably. I don't want to just call it a night already. I think that's kind of a waste of my time if I just go to bed right now. It's only 10 o'clock. I guess it's kind of early for you guys, but for me, since I work in the mornings, usually for the most part, 10 o'clock is pretty late for me. But since nothing's going on tomorrow morning, I get to kind of stay up and sleep in. Well, kind of sleep in. I'm going to be producing my video tomorrow morning and have it out by maybe hopefully 9 or 10 o'clock Eastern time. So, that's really early for you guys, 5 o'clock if you're in California time, but I'm going to have it as early as possible. So when you guys wake up, you guys can definitely watch the video when you have a chance to. But yeah, let's see. Demon 4, what's up, man? We need a wide receiver, not defensive tackle. I think defensive tackle, that was kind of a need because Bucker's not there. But receiver, I know they wanted to draft Henry Ruggs, but since we couldn't get him, I think they had to trade down with Tampa, just 1 extra pick, just to get something in return. But defensive tackle, I think it's needed since Bucker's not there anymore. Let's see. Go Kart, Alabama receivers were good because they were together. And that's actually a good point right there. But what was it? Ruggs going to Oakland with Derek Carr. I think it could work out with them. They do have Tyrell Williams. I think that's their other receiver. They have Josh Jacobs, a really good running back, a fantastic running back. He didn't win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He probably should have. Offensive line for the Raiders, they're not bad as well. They have made a lot of investments in that O-line. So I think Ruggs should have a great career in Oakland so far. Jerry is going to a decent team in Denver in terms of the offensive team. They did get Melvin Gordon, so that's another option there. But I think Ruggs is going to, quote unquote, maybe the better team long term because John Gruden has built this team to where there's a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball. So Ruggs can flourish there. The only thing that you have to worry about a super speedy receiver is does he have hands? I think that's a big question for Henry, but I think he's gonna do all right in Oakland. But it would be nice to have him. Patrick Ferguson, that defensive tackle, could have fell down to the 31st pick. I don't think so. I think somebody probably would have taken him by then, but we'll never know now since we already took him. But yeah, we'll never know. But I guess we got him 13th overall, but they really had to trade that pick down to get at least a 3rd rounder, I would say, if another team's going to try to trade up. Let's see. Benny Boom, we might get a safety for the 31st overall pick. That's if they pick somebody. I think that's a great option, if they want to think long term. They took Kinlaw. It's because all the other guys were gone, and he was the top available player. Yeah, I agree. I agree. He was probably. They thought he was the best player on their draft board so far. Most of the guys that were drafted ahead of Kinlaw, they didn't really need like a quarterback. Maybe an offensive line. They were probably experimenting the idea. Ruggs, that was a guy they were probably experimenting as well. Maybe we're going to interview John Lynch and see who they really wanted with their 13th overall pick. Why did they trade down in the first place? Maybe some people are going to be asking that question come press conference time. So, but I think Kinlaw was probably one of their other top options, and they had to go with him. Really, Monty, who do you think at 31? Um, I still think they're going to trade that pick down, but um, maybe McKinney, the safety guy, but for the most part, that's a pretty tough choice with the 31st overall pick because I don't really expect I don't expect them to pick anybody with that. I expect them to get some more assets, but we'll see come then. Let's see, go kart. Plenty of wide receivers in this draft. Yeah. Okay, so we do we get a wide receiver 31st? Very good question. Very good question. Yeah, maybe actually, maybe. I mean, if they believe their team is really good, they believe they don't need to make any more additions to the roster, then they draft somebody 31st overall, and then you call it a day and wait until round 4. That's all you can do if you're the 49ers right now, or you can be very aggressive and trade up in the middle rounds to get somebody. But there's a lot of intrigue now, in particular with the 49ers, so I'm gonna be staying up all night to see what's going on. But I really I'm firmly believing that they're going to trade the pick down to get at least a second or third rounder this year. The Falcons' turn. Who are they going to be drafting? You got Dan Quinn, you got Arthur Blank, and Mr. Thomas Dimitriov. Thomas has been there for a long time. I think he's been there since like 2008, 2009. Demon for Jefferson, he would be a great pick for us, but I think he might be gone by then. Maybe the Eagles. I think the Eagles are the next most needy receiver team because, man, those guys cannot catch the ball at all. They have trouble catching the ball big time. Benny Boom, I would see you at the 31st overall pick, or if we even draft anybody 31st overall. Oh my gosh, like I'm like my eyes are just like wanting to go to like crutch it. All right, Falcons' turn. AJ Terrell, cornerback. I guess it's defensive back's turn. I thought the Falcons were going to go on a ransom and draft Chase Young, number 2 overall with Washington, but I guess not. Oh, hey, wow, he's from Atlanta. You get to play for the Atlanta Falcons. That's pretty cool right there. A guy from Clemson. Clemson, Ohio State, and Alabama, the 3 most common schools that we're getting right now out of this whole NFL draft. Jefferson's good. He talked with the Niners. Oh, he did? I didn't know that. I only knew that that CeeDee Lamb and I think Ruggs were the one that talked to the 49ers beforehand. Crap, we're gonna miss all the cornerbacks. Gil Hanks, what's up? I hope the Niners trade back and pick up Michael Pittman. Is that the guy? That's his name. In the second round, that'd be a good choice as well. But yeah, go kart. Gonna miss all the cornerbacks. Richard Sherman and Emmanuel Mosley. Those are going to be our probably 2 day 1 starters coming into this season. Richard, I love you some Richard. I still think he's still a top pro cornerback. I know he didn't have the best day in the Super Bowl, but I still believe he's good. I still believe he can have another all-pro year, in my opinion. Emmanuel Mosley, I think he's a dark horse guy. A lot of guys don't really talk about him outside of San Francisco, but he could be I think he could be great for us in 2020. He did really well in 2019. Hopefully, he doesn't get like a second-year slump like a Keller Witherspoon. But with Richard Sherman's guidance and just his playability, his toughness, I think he played really well for us. And he's done a lot of emergency situation plays for us this year. I mean, you saw the game against Seattle when Keller Witherspoon got yanked for him because of DK Metcalf. He did really well. The Minnesota Vikings game, ever since that Stephon Diggs touchdown, Emmanuel Mosley got put in. He did really well. He picked up Aaron Rodgers, so he's done really well for the guy opposite to Sherman. So hopefully he's able to keep it up in 2020. Let's see what's up. Go-Kart already missed all the offensive tackles. That is true. We do not have an offensive tackle. So I guess they would be banking Joe Staley to come back, which I believe he'll come back because if he didn't want to be there, I'm assuming he would have retired by now if he didn't want to be in San Francisco. So, I think Staley's going to be coming back for another year with us. And I think he can be like Andrew Whitworth in the Rams right now, just be there for a while and be a top offensive tackle or a top offensive lineman. Okay, so we are going to be board for the next, I don't know, like almost hour. I think it's gonna be another hour until we pick later on. So we'll find out then. But it's only 10:15 right now in the North Carolina region. North Carolina. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Gil Hanks, we got a fourth round pick for trading back. Yep, exactly. So what it essentially did is Tampa Bay, San Francisco, they swapped 13-14, and then Tampa Bay received our seventh round pick. I think it was a 245 overall pick, and then we received their fourth round 117th pick overall. So we'll be able to pick kind of early in the fourth round. So really, it was just more of a swap thing than getting extra picks. So we didn't really get anything too crazy. It wasn't like the Bears and 49ers in 2017 where we got an extra third rounder, I think, out of the Mitch Trubisky, Solomon Thomas trade. AJ Terrell from Atlanta. Wow, you don't even have to go on an airplane. All you have to do is just drive yourself to Atlanta to the Falcons facility, and you'll be fine. Good for him. Good for him. Let's see. Rounds pick number 17. Oh, the Dallas Cowboys. Oh my gosh, the Dallas Cowboys. What are they gonna do? Mike McCarthy and Jerry Jones. And Jerry Jones is by himself. That is really, really scary if you're a Cowboy fan because Jerry Jones can have some very crazy stuff going on. I hope Stephen Jones is there with him, making some sense out of him because if you don't remember a couple years ago, he wanted Johnny Manziel, but Stephen talked him out and gave him Zach Martin. That was probably the best pick that they made. So that's good for them. But yeah, I mean, Jerry, he can be a wild man, definitely. Not just on the field, but off the field as well. All right, let's see what they're going to be, who they're going to be picking. All right, let's see. Looking at the draft board right now. The pick is in. Who are they going to be picking? Number 17th overall. So we have a long way to go before I think. We're still with the non-playoff teams for the most part. The playoff team starts with the number 21st overall pick, so it's going to be a while. All right, let's see. All right, Jerry Jones, what are you going to be doing? Oh, there's a phone call. Who are you picking? Mike McCarthy. I forgot he was the former Packers head coach. Now he's the Cowboys head coach. Let's see if that works out with him and Dak Prescott. All right, come on. All right, the pick is in. Let's see what Mr. Jerry Jones, the general manager of the Cowboys, picked. CeeDee Lamb. Oh, he's going to Dallas. Wow, from potentially 49ers to Raiders to Jets all the way down to the Dallas Cowboys. I guess they need a receiver threat, so that's good for them, I guess. Miami Dolphins. I think that's their second first round pick. Mr. CeeDee Lamb. Oh yeah, we do. We're gonna have to end up playing him this year. Man, 2 hours and 35 minutes. This whole live stream going on right now. I talked almost nonstop. I can't believe I've been doing this. Should I just start a podcast, people? I might just start a podcast, just talk like 5 hours straight. I'm just playing. I'm not going to do that, but might be able to talk like 30 to 40 minutes straight on a podcast on a certain topic. All right, let's see. Should I just start doing some ASMR, just like talking really quietly? I like this right now. It's really chill. I like to. I just want to do. Houston, Texas. Oh, what was that? That was very unusual. We're in Dallas, people. We're not in Houston. I wonder what the Texans are doing. Wow, nice career at Oklahoma. Yards per reception. Oh man, I feel like taking a little break after this. Maybe after the Dolphins pick, I'm gonna take a little water break, and I will be back after that. But a couple more minutes, and then I'm pretty sure we should all take a break from this whole live streaming thing because, wow, talking nonstop is pretty difficult to do. It is pretty difficult to do. So I'm pretty sure I'll see a lot of you guys with the 31st overall pick. Yep, the 31st overall pick. So that should be coming really, really soon. So CeeDee Lamb, AJ Terrell, Jerry Jeudy, Javon Kinlaw coming to San Francisco, unsigned draft pick. Oh yeah, just yawning. Okay, we're waiting. Let me see what I got back here. Ooh, wait, okay. Stronger Together, the world looks pretty different. Yes, it does look really different. Just look at all these commercials right now on ESPN or my local station. Just rub my hands. Just waiting, man. It's like a little camp up that we're doing right now. It's like we're like on a Black Friday, just waiting outside in the middle of nowhere. Usually on Black Friday, there's like a Best Buy near my house, and like people like a 4 or 5 p.m. would just shop out there for a couple hours and wait for a long time until they open just to get some good deals. But I'm not the type of guy for that. But that's what it feels like right now. What we're doing, like we got done with the first part, the 13th overall pick or 14th overall pick, I should say. Now we're waiting for the 31st overall pick to see what they do then. So it's gonna be a long time wait. Go kart Brian Edwards from South Carolina. No, are we gonna just draft everybody from South Carolina? That'd be pretty cool, right? We do have Debo Samuel. We finally have Javon Kinlaw. Now we can draft another South Carolinian. That'd be pretty interesting. Oh, Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Wow, it's kind of weird because the Falcons and Saints have the same sponsor for their stadium. Okay. Is it Miami's turn to pick yet? I hope it is. Do, 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 do. Let's see what's going on right now. Okay, it should be coming back right now. Hope, Miami Dolphins. I'm sure they have some good hope coming in this year. They have 3 first-round picks, so you better do well at least 2 of them. I would expect they cash in on these first-round picks. All right, we're coming in right now. 18th overall pick. So they got Tua. They got Tua with their first pick. Now they got to get somebody else. I don't know what they need exactly. I'm not a Dolphins. We're not Dolphins fans. I don't think anybody here is a Dolphin fan. So I know quarterback was the number 1 pick, but that's all. We're almost there. We're almost there. Hey, it's funny. The Dolphins and Tua, Alabama, Nick Saban. Haha, that was a long time ago though. Diego, what's up? What's up? What do you think about our pick? Good pick so far. Javon Kinlaw. I'll have more on that tomorrow. Talking about our man that we just got. Man, there's just so many players to cover in this draft. Oh, it's just a ton. I'm glad I don't have to do one of those mock drafts for the first round. That's just insane. That's a lot. That's a lot of first round picks. That I don't know if I'd get my head over that. If Kinlaw shows up healthy, I think this is an amazing pick. Yes, I agree with that as well. I agree with that. The Dolphins get the 18th overall pick, 5th and 6th round picks, and the Steelers get Mika Fitzpatrick. I actually worked out for the Steelers with the whole trade thing. Actually did work out. All right, come on, come on, come on. We're almost there. We're almost there. Go car. Hopefully, Kinlaw is not the next Solomon Thomas. I do not think so. I hope not though, but highly doubted this time. Highly doubted. All right, the next pick. Oh, Dolphins fans. Oh my gosh, Roger Goodell. What are you waving at the Dolphins fans? All right, let's see who they're going to pick with their second first round pick. Wait, who? Oh, Austin Jackson, tackle from USC. Is he going to be the next like Tyron Smith? That should be a good question right there. But let's see. I think this is a good time for all of us to take a break. So if you're still with me, thank you guys so much. But I should be taking like a 5-minute break, and then I'll be back to see some more draft picks. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are going to be taking a break as well and coming back for the 31st overall pick, assuming that we pick somebody. But so going to be taking a quick break, 2 hours and whatever in. But yeah, people like me, we need some breaks because oh man, it's been a long time talking. But I'll probably catch you guys up in the next couple of minutes. So if you're still with me, that's great. If not, then I'll probably catch you guys up with the 31st overall pick. But I'll keep this live stream going on, and you can look at my 49 memorabilia stuff if you guys want to right now. So I'll see you guys in a second.
up, Bryan? Taking a break. You live streaming?
Yeah, take a break off.
Nope. Huh?
Để cái này để ngoài kia thì em được chỗ nấu thì cái đó phải hỏi nó nha.
What is that? You don't use them all?
Anh làm sao mang đây lại ở kia mà.
You know what that's for? You
Đều
don't
không
know.
được nữa.
Mày để cái đầu kia ai mà để đặt cái chỗ giật tới đi. I know, right? Nhớ nha, đừng nói nha. What are you doing, Bryan?
Going back. Just need a quick break.
Man, I love seeing this. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you
All right, just a quick little break. There we go. How long was that? That was like less than 5 minutes, but just needed some water to drink. That's all I really needed. Let me get my hat. Yeah, got a lot of hair right here. I know, right? But everywhere's been closed, unfortunately. So, gotta let my hair grow out. But I know it's a little bit messy, but what can you do, right? All right, let's see what's up. Let's see. Psyched so far. We got a better pick and replace Buckner. Monty taking a whiz. Actually, no, I did not take one. All I did was get this little cup of water because that's what I needed. All right, the Raiders pick is in.
What else, man? What else can we not have? This thing work?
They're talking about Las Vegas. Okay. Oh, it's empty right now. Ah. All right, come on, come on, come on. Who are they gonna pick? Hey, there's a Raider fan in Las Vegas. Who are they gonna pick? David Arnett, cornerback. Man, there's a lot of cornerbacks being taken this draft. Was this a cornerback heavy draft? I know it's a receiver draft, but I didn't know there was a lot of cornerbacks. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So what are the 49ers going to be doing with that 31st overall pick? We are still far away from it. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they had the 20th overall pick, so we're almost pretty much done with the non-playoff teams. Starting with the Eagles pick, that's going to be all playoff teams that qualify. The Eagles, I think they're going to be drafting Justin Jefferson. I would say the Jaguars, I actually don't know what they're going to be doing with this pick, but we'll find out eventually. Oh man, please! I know you guys are tired from watching this draft right now, but that's what you get for being a good team, right? Drafted 31st overall, a long time from now. Let's see, go card. No more cornerbacks. Yes, no more cornerbacks. That's we do not have anybody right now. What we need is Deion Sanders. I'll just tell Deion Sanders to get out of retirement and play cornerback for us. Just do what you did in 1994, and we'll win a Super Bowl. Okay, Jacksonville coming in. Oh man. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow are they gonna show this on ABC or ESPN? I gotta find out when they're gonna show the second, third round pick. What channel? Let's see. Let you guys know right now. Friday. Let's do like 7 p.m. 7:30. Yeah, that's good. It'll be on ABC. Wow, that's pretty. That's nice. It'll be both on ABC and ESPN. Oh yeah, yeah. Remember, ESPN and ABC is owned by Mickey Mouse, right? All right. Well, so everybody is anybody here right now? I'm pretty sure all you guys are taking a break from hearing me talk for almost 3 hours exactly. So I'll try my best to entertain you. Maybe I should just do like a dance off or something. I'm just I can't dance. Jacksonville on the clock right now. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we gotta wait. Oh my gosh, I feel like taking a longer break right now. But you know what? I'm gonna tough it out. I'm gonna tough it out right here, right now. Oh, let me see if I can show something. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Here you go. All right, yo. Speaking of ESPN and ABC, here's the guy that owns both companies right here. There's Mickey Mouse. I know, right? I have Mickey Mouse for the loser, right? Please, Bob Iger, please, Disney, please do not copyright me for showing Mickey Mouse to everyone on national television. But yeah, I mean, Disney Park's closed right now. But hey, it is what it is. Got another one for you guys. I know this is the loser thing right now, but you know, there's something to talk about right now for the NFL draft. I mean, I could talk about other things about the 49ers, but I think all you guys want to just hear about the first round picks, but I'll be talking about that tomorrow even more. But I got another one, Star Wars, Mickey Mouse. Do you guys watch Star Wars? I think I asked you guys earlier, but yeah, a lot of people that watch Star Wars, they said Disney ruined it apparently with The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker, whatever. I don't know, but I mean Disney, they made a lot of money from from uh from Mickey Mouse, but it is what it is. But yeah, what do you want to sit, man? You want to be a 49er fan? You can be a 49er fan if you want to, Mr. Mickey Mouse. I'll put you right here. Uh, there you go. There you go, Mr. Mickey Mouse. You can stay. You can keep your little paws next to 49er gear because we are the best team in the NFL, both on the field and off the field as well. I believe so. All right, see, let's see who's still with me right now. Let me see. Do I have a question? I do not have a question right now. Works looks like the best offensive tackle. I guess I missed on that one. Brady Phillips, son of bum. Wow. Actually, let's Javon Kinlaw. Let's look at his draft report. Let's see what I can read about him. I read a little bit, but not really a lot of it. I just look at the highlights. That's all I could really look at, and then see what I think about them. All right, so Javon Kinlaw, number 14th pick overall. I got to remember 14th pick overall, not the 13th pick, but the 14th pick overall. Okay, let's let's read the description from Lance Zierlein from NFL.com. Physical traits. Kinlaw's tape was much more inconsistent than expected. He had moments where he was able to use his size, length, and power to overwhelm opponents, but had poor pad level and the inability to harness his energy coming off a snap to body control and bounce full potential. He could be a disruptive force along the interior with that explosive first step and freaky physical guess, but utilizing his heavy hands plus length as a read and react 3-4 and might allow for improved. No matter the front, Kinlaw's trait and potential could make him a solid starter early in his career. So what he's pretty much saying is maybe fundamentals are a little bit lacking, and then he's a little bit raw. So hope he's not one of those guys that relies just pure raw talent. There's a lot of technique going in with him in his style of play. But you know, this is just an opinion. So the tape can tell you something else, can tell me and everybody else something different. But it is what it is. All right, so some strengths about him. Let's see. Built to intimidate with exceptional physical traits. That's a big thing. With him, he's a big dude. As I said in my draft video, he is like a really big dude, and I think that's going to fit well with the defensive line. Thickly muscled with long arms and grid, lean mass, menacing bull rusher. Force charge requires two blockers. That's awesome right there. Nick Bosa is kind of that guy. You know, you need two people to stop him essentially. Heavy, violent hands to jolt his foes. flash, club, and hip flip to pull himself past the block. Explosive first step. That's really important right there for explosive first step. If you can have that half a second advantage coming off the snap, I think that's just a big advantage for any defensive lineman to get to the quarterback real quickly, and so actually surprises the interior line. Lateral quickness to beat reach blocks and spill it wide. Plays high snap total, but motor really cools. Wow, that's good right there. He has a lot of energy. He can keep it up all day. Muddy's pass protection with forceful picks. Yep, that's another trait about him. When I look at film, is he can get to the quarterback and then he can cause the quarterback to have mistakes and end up going with interceptions. I like the power to stack and shed, offer scheme position versatility. So really, I think the 49ers looking at based on this draft analysis by a quote unquote draft expert, his versatility, his physicality, his physical skills, his motor. Those are big reasons why they drafted him with the 14th pick overall, and probably one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL draft coming in this year, along with Derek Brown. Some weaknesses, according to this, gets the ball a tick slow. Playing style lacks control and efficiency, so that's more the raw talent thing I'm talking about. Looks great, but lacks technique for consistency. High cut and straight leg into engagement. Struggles to absorb down blocks and hold his ground. Pads get turned when sliding laterally, causing loss of leverage to fit. Man, where did they get all these pros and cons from? That is just crazy right there. But they are the experts, I guess. Inconsistent use of hands, point of control of attack. So really, out of this whole con weaknesses is just he relies way too much on physicality. Technique might be a bit of a problem. So hopefully, Chris Kubek, our defensive line coach, can really work with him this offseason if they even can. But I think we can get this guy to get really well. And Kinlaw, we're rooting for you. We're definitely rooting for you now since you got officially drafted to San Francisco, and I think he's going to be one of those guys that could be a Pro Bowl, All-Pro defensive tackle for us for the next couple of years. So, yep, there's the draft report from NFL.com. The prospect rating is a 6.5. Let's see what they said for 6.5. Boomer bust prospect. Wow. Yeah, I guess you want to call it boomer bust prospect, but I think he's going to be a boom. I think he's going to be consistently great. So let's see. The Jaguars did pick Kavon. I missed it. Kavon Tyson, whatever, edge rusher. All right, so we're going to be looking for Philadelphia. Last year, actually, the Jaguars did pick Josh Allen. The guy I kind of wanted last year, but I was happy with Nick Bosa. So Philadelphia, they're going to be picking a receiver for the most part. Their draft pick is almost in. Should be interesting to see what the New England Patriots do in the next couple of picks. Minnesota's going to be next, and then the New England Patriots. All right, so Philadelphia. Let's see what they do. Got a couple minutes left in this first round. Oh, wait. Let's see. Wow, I just got a really dirty comment about the 49ers. But it is what it is. You can hate comments occasionally. If you guys started. Go-Kart Salah will train him up real good. I believe so. Yep. I think Kinlaw will be showing his full potential this year as a defensive tackle. I don't know if I don't think he's gonna have that rookie year like Nick Bosa did this year, but I think he's gonna contribute big time and be a big reason why we have a top defensive line in the NFL. So I'm really confident in him. I think the 49ers are very confident in him as well. Everyone's very high on him. So I think it's gonna be good. All right, the Eagles, their pick is in. I'm assuming Justin Jefferson. I think that's going to be the next receiver taken in this draft because they really need a receiver. If they don't draft one, then, well, Carson Wentz is going to have nobody to throw to essentially, and that's why he's been beat up pretty good in his whole NFL career. So we have about 9 including the Eagles, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 10 picks left. Oh, my gosh. It's like, what is that, like an hour left? I think that's going to be a while until we get done. It's been almost 3 hours in this live stream. That is insane right there. But we're going to get through this because we're men. We're not children. We're not people that have to go to sleep to go to work. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just being a weirdo right now. We are men. We are not children. We are men. We are not children. I think that's a song. I don't know. Uh, Kevalon Chai. Oh God, I'm not even gonna say his name. I'm not really good with names. I'm not gonna bother that much with names. Okay. Actually, let's look at Super Bowl. While we're at it right now, let's look at Super Bowl odds for 2020. Vegas Insider. Let's see who they give the best chance to win. I don't even know what any of this stuff means. Let's see. Odds to win Super Bowl 55. Let's see. Odd Sharks. Let's see who they pick. Kansas City is the almost odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl again. Then the Ravens and then the 49ers. So we're the third best odds to win the Super Bowl. And I believe so. I think the 49ers, they should be number one, to be honest with you. Hopefully they do win it. The team with the least amount of chance to win the Super Bowl is the Jaguars, the Giants, and the Redskins, all at the same time with plus 25,000. I don't even know what that means, but yeah, that's last place. Let's see what other sites had to say. Super Bowl 2021 odds. Oh, excuse me. Okay, come on. Chase on Chiefs, Ravens, Niners, Chiefs, Ravens, Niners. How Rob Gronkowski impacts the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Super Bowl odds. Hmm. All right, the pick is in. What is Doug Peterson and Howie Roseman going to be doing?
If you're able to give, we encourage you to go to NFL.com/believe to contribute to those most in need. And we thank you again for your support.
All right, let's see.
First pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Rager, wide receiver.
Oh, they drafted a receiver, but they drafted somebody else, Jalen Rager from TCU. That is the guy for them. So, there you have it right there, you guys. Justin Jefferson is still falling a little bit in the draft, so we might be able to pick him up later on, but we'll see. Get to know him. First spoken word was ball. Wow, that is a good way. Now you're in the NFL playing football. I don't know what I'm saying. Once he Riga. Oh wow, his father played in the NFL. Played for 9 teams. Was a Super Bowl champion. Now his son gets to go to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Vikings are about to pick. It's about to be showtime. That's good for him. That's good for him. It's good to see these prospects get drafted uh, whenever and make it to the NFL for the most part. Well, everybody in the first round makes it to their respective teams unless they get traded or something ridiculous like that. But this is not the NBA. This is the NFL that we're talking about. With the NBA, you can get drafted by a team and then get traded a couple minutes later, like the San Antonio Spurs and Kawhi Leonard. I think he got drafted by the Pacers and then they traded. They did a swap with George Hill and Kawhi Leonard. And, well, there you have it right there. That's history lesson for you guys. Basketball. Who doesn't love the sport of basketball? Yeah, ESPN they actually have a series called The Last Dance or whatever. I think that's like a big part series with Michael Jordan, unfiltered, everything completely Michael Jordan. I gotta watch that. Never had a chance to watch it yet. So and when I get a chance, I will definitely take a look at it because Michael Jordan's probably the GOAT of basketball. I actually never had a chance to watch him play in person because, well, he won most of his championships by the time I was born. So never really had a chance to watch him, but watched his highlights. That's all I got, pretty much. Jalen Rager. Oh, it's Texas. From Texas. Okay, we're almost there right now. Oh, just hugging my microphone right now. Just being okay. Justin Jefferson, probably one of the top receivers left in this whole. Jordan Love, running back. I forgot running backs were a position in the NFL. I really thought that they were a dying breed, but Raheem Mostert showed you that anything can happen, and we could still use running backs in today's NFL. Jimmy Garoppolo is sure as heck happy to have a running back do most of the work in the playoffs, in particular with Tevin Coleman and Raheem Mostert, respectively. So with running backs, I don't know if you really need a bell cow back. I think a running back by committee will do the job, and the 49ers so far they've proven that if you have the right system, then a committee would be the best option for any team to have a bell cow back and paying the running back a lot of money because. Man, Todd Gurley, that was a terrible investment. The Panthers, they paid Christian McCaffrey a lot of money. Hopefully, it does work out. And, I think it'll end up working out in the end. But yeah, they paid him a ton of money, and they're going to be using him quite a bit for the next couple of years as a running back, and that's the position with the shortest shelf life out of any position in football. Gosh, 3 hours and 5 minutes into this live stream. So if you're still with me right now, thank you guys so much. Go Kart, I think you're the man that's been with me pretty much since the first minute of this whole live stream. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. You have been an awesome man to be on this live stream for a long time. And yeah, that's an accomplishment for both of us for being up this late. But we're trying our best right now. I know we are. Oh man, can't wait to make a video tomorrow morning for you guys, talking about Kinlaw and giving my reaction and I guess quote unquote analysis about him coming to the 49ers because there's a lot of cool things that they can do with Kinlaw in that defensive line. And I think Nick Bosa and company, they're really happy to have him on the team to spark up the defensive line even more since Buckner's not with us anymore. And I'm pretty sure Fred Warner, Richard Sherman, they're happy to have him as well. Hopefully, the veteran guys they can give him a lot of mentorship about just being a pro and maybe teach him a thing or two. And then Chris Kureg, our defensive line coach, they could coach him up to be a great player for us. I think it's going to work out really well. I'm really excited, really excited. Go Kart trade coming. Yes, I assume the trade is going to be coming really soon. I hope it is, so we can all call the night. And I can't wait to make a video. That's all I'm waiting for, is to make a video. 13th overall pick, I was excited. 14th overall pick, whatever now, and I'm a little bit tapered off. I'm waiting for our pick for a long time. It's going to be a while, and we'll have to find out, see what the 49ers do with that 31st overall pick. Melvin Gordon for the Denver Broncos. I forgot he plays for the Broncos now. He just signed with them, or was it a trade or was it a sign? I don't remember. He's kind of a disappointment, to be honest with you. He's had some really good moments. He's had some great years, but a very inconsistent running back. I think that's the problem with him. Oh, Cam Jordan for the New Orleans Saints. Draft-a-thon. Draft-a-thon. Yep, rounds 2 to 3 tomorrow on ABC. Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that would be the Eastern Daylight Time. So it'll be 4 p.m. for you guys. So will I do a live stream? Probably. Tomorrow, probably not. I think the first round has a lot of hype, a lot of excitement. That's why I usually do these live streams with you guys. But I think rounds 2 to 3, I'll probably just have regular videos out for you guys. So I hope you guys do. Stay tuned every single day for any NFL draft and schedule releases coming out very soon. It's going to be an exciting time. All right, Mike Zimmer and Rick Spielman, the coach/general manager, respectively. Let's see what they do. Mike Zimmer has his fireplace going right now. I don't even know why he has a fireplace. Is it even that cold right now in Minnesota? I think he's in Minnesota right now. Is it that cold? I kind of want to live in a cold place like Alaska or something just to have a nice warm fireplace to sleep on, really. All right, let's see what's going on. Who is Minnesota going to be picking with their 23rd overall pick, 22nd overall pick, the team that we blew out with Kirk Cousins as the quarterback. So definitely happy that we beat them big time. All right, Roger Goodell, come on, get on the air. Come on, we gotta announce this pick. See who they're picking. Justin Jefferson. Oh, he's going to Minnesota. Yep. He will be gone. He is gone now. Carried a football everywhere when he was a child. When he everywhere he went as a child. Really? How do you guys know that? Placed third in punts, pass, and kick national championship at age 9. Oh, that's pretty cool. LSU. So Joe Burrow's teammate's going to be going to the Vikings with Kirk Cousins. Hopefully he is going to be making a thing. The Patriots, they trade down with the Chargers. Ooh. Let's see what the Patriots will not be drafting in the first round. They're going to be doing something later with it. Patriots. Let's see what the trade discussion is. Let's see. The Patriots, man, they have a ton of picks. Wow. The Patriots have traded out the first round. They sent the 23rd pick to the Chargers for the 37th and 71st pick. So they got a second and a third rounder, and the Chargers got the first rounder. So we'll see what the Chargers do with that pick. Oh man, it's getting very cookie, very cookie. Ashan Bawa. I'm sorry if I can't say your name, but welcome to this whole live stream going on right now. Will the Niners get a whiteout? Probably, but that's gonna probably have to be a day 2 thing going on. I'm waiting for them to make the announcement to trade down. If once they make that announcement, I'm gonna be calling it a video because I am a very sleepy person right now. So 3 hours and 11 minutes. A lot of fun with you guys so far, but it's been a very tiring couple of hours doing this right now. But we got to keep it going. We got to keep it going, right? But really, I mean, this draft so far, nothing out of the blue, nothing like a swerve or anything like that. No drastic trades in the top 10 pick. So that's kind of a little bit of a boring day. But at the same time, sometimes we do need a little bit of boring in this whole draft, especially with the virtual draft with no fans or anything like that. So it's really quiet. All right, the Chargers pick is in. Let's see what they do with it. So the Patriots, I guess they're not going to be drafting a quarterback this year. Well, they probably will, but it'll be a second until they find one. Maybe they'll find somebody with the 199th overall pick. Just staying quiet right now. Go Card. The Patriots have 14 picks. Yeah, they have some roster points to fill out. I mean, I think the biggest one is quarterback and tight end. Even with Gronkowski being gone in 2019, they still needed a tight end no matter what. Tom Brady, since he's not there anymore. I mean, I think Jared Stidham and Brian Hoyer are there right now. Are you big fans of them? I mean, we all know Brian Hoyer with us in San Francisco in 2017. That was not a fun experiment. So I'm assuming he's going to find a quarterback some way, shape, or form in the draft this year. But 14 picks, I mean, that's how Belichick does. He just trades the picks down, trades it down, trades it down, trades it down, trade down. That's all he does. That's all Belichick does all day, every day. He likes to have those extra picks and pick the players that fit well in his system. Not the best player in particular, but players that will fit his system perfectly. That's why he's won Super Bowls no matter what. With Brady, I don't know what the debate is if they can win without each other, but we're gonna find out in 2020. I think both Belichick and Brady, they're happy that they both get to try their own thing and see who can be successful without the other person. But Brady has a pretty decent team in Tampa. Belichick, we all know what he stands for in New England. So it might work out for both players. Maybe they can meet in the Super Bowl. Hopefully not, because I want the 49ers to make it in the Super Bowl. But if they both meet in the Super Bowl, that would be one of the most interesting dynamics that I've seen in the NFL and the Super Bowl in general. All right. Pick is in. Let's see what they're going to pick. We have a couple more to go with. The Chargers 23rd overall. I think the Niners may be trading with New England at some point. Maybe. I mean, Shanahan and Lynch, they're friends with Belichick, apparently, so that might be able to work out. All right, the pick is in. Is there's going to be commercial break? Oh, no. Let's see what they're going to pick. Kenneth Murray, linebacker. Okay. You got to bust up the linebacker core. Nice. Oklahoma. Wow, he saved a woman's life last year by giving her CPR. That is a great accomplishment right there because not a lot of people know how to do CPR, including myself. So I need to get on my game on doing CPR, but that's good. All right, so New Orleans is next up with the 24th overall pick. Got about a couple minutes before the pick is in. I wish the pick would just go in like quickly. That's the good thing about the second and third round pick. I think you only get like 5 minutes, and then it just keeps going and going and going, and that's the best thing you can do um, if you're watching the draft. But I'll be watching it tomorrow a little bit to see what's up with the 49ers. I don't know if they're going to have a pick within it, but assuming that they trade down the 31st overall pick, they should have at least one draft pick for tomorrow. And then Saturday, they'll have a couple to work with from rounds 4 through 7. All right, so let's keep it going. New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans. Oh, Emmanuel Sanders. Oh, it's kind of sad. We'll see if Drew Brees still has what it takes to be an elite quarterback because he still is. But is he getting up there in age? We've seen some games where he doesn't look like himself. I mean, the shootout with Jimmy Garoppolo, that was an awesome game right there. That was probably the best game that I've seen in all year long out of the 49er games this year. The 49ers, if you wanted a great football season, great football games, competitive games, you go to the 49ers in 2019, they've had some gangbusters of games. I mean, you want to talk about the Seahawks game both times. You want to talk about the Rams game, Week 16, the Saints game, Arizona Cardinals game. They were all very close. They were all competitive. They were just intense. The Saints game was intense. Probably the most intense game that I've seen all year was Week 17 against the Seahawks. I thought that was just crazy the way it ended and the edge of your seat thing. That was probably one of my favorite games this year. I mean, really with the Saints, I didn't really feel that uncomfortable when it was a shootout. I thought the 49ers had everything going with them, right? The defense, it wasn't as perfect, but it was decent enough. The 49ers offense, they were doing just going crazy with everybody else. So I wasn't too worried about the meeting with the Saints, even though it was in the Superdome. But the game, I mean, against Seattle, Week 17 in Seattle, that was a big concern right there. I was very worried that we might lose the game and lose our division title, which we've won for like 16, 17 weeks straight, and then to lose it last minute, that would have been terrible. So it ended up working out for the 49ers. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Oh, sorry. My apologies for yawning again. Just yawning all day. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Sorry if I'm quiet right now. I might be quiet for a little bit for the next couple minutes. I'm just watching the draft too with you guys, but I'm gonna stay a little bit quiet for just a little bit. Kenneth Murray. All right, so we got 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We got almost 8 picks left until it's our turn for the 31st pick. So we're getting very close. Oklahoma's coach, isn't that what's his name? I don't remember his name. Uh Lincoln Riley. There we go. That's the head coach of the Oklahoma Sooners, Lincoln Riley. He has a great program with 13 players drafted. Maybe Belichick might be going for Jalen Hurts potentially, or maybe Cam Newton, a veteran guy. Another commercial break. Wow, another commercial break. I should prepare for tomorrow's video. Make my thumbnail, do my description ready. I always try to get everything prepared um, before I get all my videos started. So I might start doing some projects going on right now. You guys can't see what I'm doing right now, um, but might get it ready. I have a nice little picture of Mr. Javon Kinlaw in a Niner uniform. I wish I could do Photoshop. I can't Photoshop that. I'm not. I'm not there yet. I don't even Photoshop anything really. I just transparent it. All right, so let's look at Javon Kinlaw. Let me run something with Mr. Kinlaw. All right, let's see if I can find something cool. All right, numbers. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna get that thumbnail ready for you for tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. All right, delete. Wow. Sleepy, sleepy, sleep. Sleepy little boy. Sleepy little boy. Let's do a little bit of filter. I usually like to filter a little bit of my thumbnails, just a little bit, not too much. I don't want to do too much modifications, but I do occasionally. Let's do that. Let's do that right there. There you go. I think that's good for. I think that's good for tomorrow. Again, very close to 4,000 subscribers. So hope you guys do share this content with other Niner faithfuls or football fans in general. That would be much appreciative. So thank you guys so much. I know I'm saying thank you all the time, right? But thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all right. Let's see. New Orleans. What is Mr. Sean Payton and who's the other guy? Mikey Loomis. Wait, who is it? Wait, who was it? Cesar Ruiz. That's good. 31 career starts in 36 games played. All right, so we're getting very close. I know I keep saying that, but we're getting very close to the 49ers' 31st overall pick, which they should be trading down by now. I wish they were, but they're not going to until the last minute because that usually is the case, is last minute. Oh, wow. Okay. Vikings on the clock right now. Technical difficulties. What's with the on the clock thing? All right, let's see what's going on. Demon 4, what are we doing with 31? I have no idea, actually. I'm assuming they're going to trade it down. That's all I can think of. How scary are the Cowboys with CeeDee Lamb right now? Hmm. Uh, they got who they got? They got Amari Cooper, which that's kind of questionable. They do have Zeke Elliott. They still have a great offensive line, even though Travis Frederick retired. Dak Prescott. I don't know how you guys feel about him, but I still think he's a great quarterback. Is he going to take you to the Super Bowl? I don't know, maybe not, but I think he's still a serviceable quarterback. But I think Jerry Jones is playing it right by not paying him the big contract yet. I don't know if he's worth it. Probably not worth it, but with the market quarterback right now being super expensive, you might have to pay him as the highest paid quarterback. But CeeDee Lamb, I think that could be a great target for him. I mean, you talk about inflating your stats, yards of the catch. There you go, Dak. Just throw it to him for like less than 5 yards, like a little quick pass or check downs, and man, he'll give you all the chugging, all the yards for you. So I think that could be a great pick for the Cowboys. Uh, coming this year, and Mark McCarthy's the head coach, so we'll see what that dynamic between Prescott and McCarthy, quarterback coach tandem. Let's see. Didn't the Saints already have a center from last year? I don't think so. I think uh they did draft offensive lineman Dave Ramczyk. I think that was the guy a couple years ago. I don't think they drafted the center from last year. Actually, I could take a look at the Saints last year in 2019. Who did they draft? Let's see. The Saints 2019 season. Where is it? Huh. Actually, they didn't have a first round last year. They did not have a first round pick last year. They used it on Marcus Davenport. They had to trade up in 2018 to get him. Wow. Hey, we got the 25th pick overall. Wow, we traded up. Oh, okay, people. Okay, you want to talk about some swerves? All right. If you're watching this right now, the 49ers do have the 25th overall pick. We do not have the 31st overall pick overall. So they traded up, which was a little bit surprising. I didn't think they were going to trade up. Wow, that kind of woke me up a little bit. I'm a little bit excited now. All right, let's see what's going on right now. So let's see what they traded. All right, so we're on the clock right now. So what did we? Okay, I'm trying to figure out. Trying to figure out what the trade is right now. I'll get back to you all in a second, but I'm not sure yet. They're feeling really confident. They're feeling really happy on who they want. We're about to figure it out. John Lynch and his team they seem really entertained right now. So, all right, so what did we give? I wonder what we gave up in order to get 25. All right, let's see. So it's gonna be a receiver. I think most likely it's gonna be a receiver. They probably found someone they liked for the most part. All right, the pick is in. All right, 25th overall pick. I still think we had the 31st overall pick, but we got 25th overall pick. All right, let's see. Let's see what we're picking. Brandon Ayuk from Arizona State. I'm gonna have to do some research tonight. I'm gonna see what's going on with him. Play football in the fourth grade. 6'8". Wow, that's a lot. Undercore surgery on April 7th. Okay, that's pretty. Yes, Demon. That is the pick. That is the pick. All right, let's see. He's going to be with us in San Francisco. That is good. That should be a good pickup. I got to do a little bit more research, but yeah, he's going to be coming with us. Hopefully, he's a consistent receiver. I mean, first round pick. Um, that's a pretty big investment. Plus, trading up to get him. What did they give up? I don't know yet, but 49ers have been struggling drafting receivers minus Deebo Samuel. So hopefully, he's the right guy for it. Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk. 4.54. All right, so 4.5, 40-yard dash. That's pretty decent. As long as he runs game speed, I don't really care. Yeah, that's all I know right now. What's his size? 6'0", 205 pounds. So that's that I guess it's good. I guess it's good. I mean, if the 49ers traded up to get him, then it must be for a very, very good reason. So, you know. Okay, all right. So, if you're watching this right now, the 49ers, we ended up trading at the 31st overall pick, the 117th overall pick, the one that we got from Tampa, and the 176th pick. So I think that's like a fifth round pick. So we have no draft picks until the fifth round essentially, because that 117th pick, fourth round was supposed to be later on. So yep, I think that's pretty much it, you guys. We do not have any more draft picks right now, and we probably won't have any tomorrow. So we're probably just gonna have to kick back and relax for the next couple of days until day 3. It's looking like it right now, but it's I don't know. I'm it's trying to think the words that I'm trying to describe this whole thing going on right now. Let's make sure that it's official. But other than that, yeah, 2 first rounders, they traded down and then traded up. So really, they used that extra help from the Tampa Bay pick in order to trade up with a 25 overall pick, 25th overall pick. There you go, 25th overall pick. All right, so draft tracker. Okay. All right, so yeah, we're pretty much done. So 25th overall pick, they ended up trading it up, and I guess that makes life a little bit easier right there. Gonna end the video, you guys. Probably gotta do some more research on Brandon Ayuk, and then Javon Kinlaw. We all know about him, so I probably won't be spending too much time talking about him, but I'll be talking about Brandon a little bit starting tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna end the live stream right here, you guys. Everybody that's been on this for a while, thank you guys so much. Go Kart, you've been the MVP. Go Kart mode, sorry. I'll give you a shout out definitely tomorrow morning because you're on my live stream ever since this whole thing started. So thank you so much. And yeah, gonna call the rest of the night. So I'll probably catch you guys up tomorrow morning, and hope you guys stay tuned for the rest of the week. Benny, boom, one more question. So what do you think about our whiteout? I got to do some more research. So I'll catch you. I would definitely take a look at him from Arizona State. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Hot boys all day. I think the Niners, they did a great job for what they've done, and I'm pretty sure they traded up for Brandon Ayuk for a reason. So good night, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning.